their guards and other individuals were shooting at you and other detainees. You mentioned that 3 individuals lost their lives. There are other individuals who were injured and some people escaped as well. You also told us that at that point you helped Lieutenant Basiru Barrow back onto the truck because Sana Sabali told you to pick up your relative.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what happened to Lieutenant Dotfal?
No, Dotfal was also carried by one soldier into the truck.
Do you recall who?
No, I can't recall who.
So you were all put on the truck.
Yeah.
Was it only the individuals such as yourself who had survived, or did it include the individuals that you also mentioned who were injured, who were killed? Actually, you mentioned 3.
Well, it was only me and Private Mafuji Sonko who were alive.
So is it
those who run away.
Is it your testimony that at that time Lieutenant Basiru Barrow and Dotfal were killed?
No, at that time Dotfal and Basiru Barrow were not killed. They were suffering, but they were not killed.
So when you say it was only yourself and Mafoji?
We were the only 2 inactive. You know, those 2, Barrow and Fal, they were not active at that time. They were almost finished.
So apart from the 4 of you, who else was put in that truck before it left Fajara Barracks?
No, we were the 4 and those who were dead. We were all put in the truck.
So it was the 4 of you and then the 3 who were killed.
Yeah.
From there, you said the truck left Fajara Barracks.
Yeah.
Can you tell us where it went to?
From Fajara Barracks, this is where we head to Yundum Barracks. Straight to Yundum Barracks. We don't stop anywhere. We only stop at Yundum Barracks, where at the point we were arrested. That was where the vehicle stopped.
So you were in the truck with these individuals. Did you go to Yundum Barracks alone, or did any of the other people who were shooting at you?
Yeah, we were all, it was a convoy. We were all gone with the juntas, and the guards were behind the trucks, others were inside the trucks.
Do you recall when you arrived at Yundum Barracks?
That was around 6, probably 6 to 7.
Do you recall if it was already bright outside, or was it dark at that
It
time?
was not, it was a bit dark, not bright like, because the sun was not out yet at that time. It was before sun set.
But you could see?
Yes, you could see.
So from your recollection, around 6 or 7 in the morning, you arrived at Yundum Barracks.
Yeah.
So back to the place where you were first arrested.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what happened when you arrived?
Then as we arrived there, that was the time, the first man who came to us was Alaji Kanyi, Couple Alaji Kanyi, who came and bought the truck. He stood his other legs on the wheel of the vehicle, and the other leg was on my chest. Then he was with a torchlight, just put it on us one after the other. He said, "Hey, these people are not yet dead. Give me the gun." So I don't know who gave him the gun, but he was given a pistol. Then that was the time he pointed on Basiru Barrow's head, then shot Basiru Barrow on his forehead. Then Dotfal also, he shot Dotfal on his forehead. Then he turned around onto me. He put the light on me again and said, "Mbadi." Then he come out from the vehicle.
What does Mbadi mean?
My relative.
What would you say to the suggestion that it was somebody else who shot Lieutenant Dotfal and Lieutenant Basiru Barrow, not Alaji Kanyi?
It will be a doubt of me, but this was in my presence. It's not a hearsay, it was in my presence. Alaji Kanyi came and bought the truck and requested for them to give him the gun. And he was given a pistol where he shot Basiru Barrow on the heads, then Dotfal on the heads, all on their foreheads. All here. That's where he targeted them.
After he did that, what happened next?
They were totally finished. Because from there, I just looked Basiru Barrow, I started crying. I hold his palm like this, and I said to him, Allah will pay for you. Yeah. You know, Dotfal also was shot on the head, and he was just trembling like this. No, Dotfal, you know, as what we used to say, what the locally say, tool. There are certain jujus that people used to eat. When you eat, if you are about to die, maybe you feel something pain. But Dotfal, before he dies, yeah, it takes time.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, locally we call it jujus, or these jujus called tools. You know, some people used to cook and eat. Like even me, last time I once ate something like that. It's something that they will prepare for you, they cook it for you, and you will eat. And me, when I was eating these things, it was in Barangar, where I have those things told from this man, Kaba One. He's a grandfather to Dotfal. When I was posting at Farafenye, I used to go and meet that old dad in Balangar. That's where I have those things. I don't know what day, but I told him that, look, Pa, me, I don't have anything on my body, and I want you to help me. He just looked, laughed, and said, okay, wait. As we were chatting, he go inside the house, come back later, after he bring me a porridge, tell me that, come and eat. Then as I was eating the porridge, after eating the porridge, he came with a knife behind me, started hitting me with the knife. I said, what are you doing? You don't have something, I give you something. I'm giving you something. Then we laugh. Then after, he tell me, go.
So it is your testimony that something like that must have happened to Dotfal, which is why he didn't die immediately.
Yeah.
What could you observe from his body prior to his death?
What?
What could you observe from his body prior to his death? Because I'm trying to understand what you mean by it took a while for him to die. Was there anything in particular that you recall?
No, he was just trembling doing this, and his chest was making sounds. It takes so many minutes before he stopped breathing, so hard breathing.
And was that before or after he was shot?
After he was shot.
After he was shot. So, according to your testimony, the two of them were shot.
Yeah.
What happened next? Did you stay in the truck or did something else happen?
No, that was the time Sana asked, how many are left there? Come down.
Who was he speaking to?
Sana was speaking to Alaji Kanyi. Then Alaji Kanyi is the one who told us to come down. And that time also, Sana told me bring down your relatives.
So again.
Again, yeah. Then again, I have to board the truck, get Basil Baro until after the edge of the vehicle. Then I drop down, I take him. He told me to carry him to the guard room.
What about the body of Dotfal?
A soldier also carried Dotfal again.
So you were told to carry it to the guard room? What happened?
That's where I left him. So and that's was time Sana also came and tell me that in-law, he called me Mbita because he married to one of my niece, Barakatu Koli, from Bansa. Barakatu's mother was my sister. When I was going to school, my brother Keba Dabo, who was my brother, used to go with Baikoli, the father of Barakatu. And his mother, Nasutu, Dabo, we are all the same family, the same Dabo family. So he called me in Bitang. Where are the documents that was in your possession? I told him, sir, I'm not in possession of any documents.
Do you know which documents he was referring to?
Well, I believe maybe when I was exchanging documents with LF Jammeh, I think it was in his presence, afternoon at the Federal Barracks. I believe he was referring to that document. Where are the documents? I say, sir, I'm not in possession of any documents. Mbita, if you don't produce these documents, I will bury you alive. That's the time he said, RSM, get pickers and spade for him.
Who was he referring to as RSM?
He was referring to RSM Paul Gomez, called Papu. He is now a lieutenant colonel, I think. He told Papu, bring pickers and spade for him. I will bury you alive. If the gun cannot kill you, I will bury you alive.
What happened after he said that?
So after that, when they bring the spades, then that time he received a call. When he received the call.
On what kind of, how did he receive the call?
It was the mobile that he was holding. When he received a call, he said, yes, sir, yes, sir. I don't know whom he was talking to, but I heard him saying, yes, sir, yes, sir. Then that was the time they left to Banjul. Then I was put in a cell. I was in the cells. Later they came.
Before that, were you the only one who was put in a cell?
I was put in the cell together with Private Mafuji Sonko.
Please continue.
When we were in the cells, they later came back again. He said, where is my in-law? I said, where is my in-law? So, but before they bring me out again, he received another call.
So between the time when he received the first call and you were put in the cell and he came again, do you recall how much time had passed?
Maybe an hour. One can estimate 1 hour. So when he, second time, he also, where is my in-law? Where is my in-law? Then he received a call again, he went back, they went back again.
Recall what he said when he received the call? Could you hear what he was saying?
Not only, yes sir, I heard. I know he was talking to a senior man of him.
And at the time, who was senior to him?
I believe it could be Yaya Jammeh. At that time, whom Sana will say, sir. I believe it was only Yaya Jammeh whom he will say, sir.
So you told us that you were put in a cell.
Yeah.
Where was that cell located?
Yundum Barracks, at the guard room.
Can you tell us from that cell what you were able to observe?
When I was put in the cell, later I heard the silence coming. So when they came, that was the time they come in with other soldiers. Because I saw them getting one soldier out of the boot of the vehicle.
What kind of vehicle was that?
It was a small. It was. I think it was a BMW. It belongs to commercial. It not belongs to the army. The vehicle doesn't belong to the army military. It was not a military vehicle. But it was a private vehicle. That when they come to the guard room, they open the boot, and they bring out a soldier by the name Sergeant Basiru Kamara, Tambula.
Do you recall if Sergeant Basiru Kamara had any particular appointment at that time? Was he in charge of any?
Sergeant Basiru Kamara was, at that time, he was a driver. But he was residing in Brikama, where they arrested him.
Was he a driver for any specific individual, or was he just a driver in general?
He was a driver at one infantry battalion.
So just to be clear, from where you were in the cell, in the guard room, how is it that you're able to observe all of these things?
You know, the guard room, immediately when you enter the camp, after the first gate, that is the armory that you have first. And the cell has small windows at the sides, where if you stand, you can see any movements around the area. You know, when the vehicle comes, I saw they're pulling out him. When he stand, I know, oh, this is Sergeant Kamara. And he was brought inside the cell with us. Later, they brought Kedek A.M. Silla.
When you say later, meaning how long
after? After the coming of Basiru Kamara, then A.M. Silla also came.
Could you tell if it was from the same vehicle or was it from?
No, it was from different vehicles.
Please continue.
Because when he met me in the cells, he told me, you are also here? I say, yes. Where did they get you? He told me that he was coming to the work. Upon arrival at the highway to get the transport, that's where they met him, and he was captured.
Do you recall who brought him in?
It was Sana Sabale and the team. Yeah. Then later when we were there, I was standing, I saw Lieutenant Gabriel Say. He was coming from his house. Immediately I arrived at the gate. He was halted by the guard there. And that's the time they were starting hitting him from the sentry box, then started kicking him up to the guard room. And they tell him that unrest. He said, what have I done? What happened? Then they undressed him, and he was also pushed inside to the cell where we are.
Do you recall how many people were beating and hitting Lieutenant Jibril Say?
How many?
How many people were beating him and hitting him from the sentry all the way to the guard room?
I think it was 2. But I can't remember, I recognize them because their head was mascot, they were covered with mascot.
They were covered with what, sorry?
They covered themselves.
What?
It's just like, it's a small piece of cloth. Seems like when you see it, it's like a net, fishing net, but the small sizes.
What color was it?
It was green color. Green, yeah.
You said that when he arrived, when they brought him into the guard room, he was undressed.
Yeah.
What about the other 2 that you mentioned?
Silla and Basil Kamara, they were all undressed.
When you saw Jibril Say in the guard room, can you describe to us if you could see any injuries on him?
No, I couldn't.
And as far as you know, were there any injuries on Sergeant Basiru Kamara as well as A.M. Silla?
No, A.M. Silla, there was no injury on him, but for Sergeant Kamara, there was a bruise on his ankle here.
And just to clarify, did you see the two of them being beaten? I'm referring to Sergeant Basiru Kamara and A.M. Silla.
No.
Okay. So after Jibril Say joined you in the cell, what happened next?
And we were there after when Sana said, bring them out. Then they were started getting us out of the cells. But
to be clear, at that time, there were 5 of you. Is that correct?
yeah.
Okay. Please continue.
Then they said, come out. So Say was the first person who came out. Then Basiru followed him, then Silla followed. Then Mafuji want to go. I'm the one who just hold him. I stepped my legs on his fingers. I said, where are you going? So he also stayed. Yeah, but these 3, they were started tidying them. Their legs were tied, their hands were tied back, and they were put inside the vehicle.
So you weren't asked to come out and climb onto the vehicle?
Yeah, but I didn't come out. So when these 3 come, then they put them inside the vehicles. We 2 were left behind.
And which vehicle were they put in? Was it the same truck that you were
it was
in,
not
or
a
was
truck.
it a different vehicle?
It was not a truck. It was, I believe it was a Land Rover.
A Land Rover?
Yeah.
Do you recall what color it was?
The military vehicles are on the same, always green colors.
So it's a military vehicle?
Yeah, it was a military vehicle that they were putting in.
Can you tell us what happened after that?
And others were there added to them, but those people who did not come to the cells.
Who do you recall?
According to the people, when we were after coming from from the range, I had Alaji Kanyi personally. When they entered, Alaji Kanyi was holding a bayonet, and he just put the bayonets on the table. Pam, he said, "Bilangamo baseme."
What does that mean?
I have bastard people. Today I have bastard them. So he came to the guard room and opened the tap. Then he was washing his hands because all his body was with blood. So he went back. Later they started bringing more.
Okay, let's just address what you've said so far. So these individuals, the 3 of them, Lieutenant Jibril Say, Sergeant Basiru Kamara, and Cadet A.M. Silla, were tied and put in the truck.
Yeah.
And it's your testimony that other people joined them, but you only found out later.
Yeah.
When they were put in the vehicle, the Land Rover, they were driven away.
Yeah.
At that time, you didn't know where they were going.
No.
Do you recall what time this was?
This was around 10:11.
Was it the same day, November
the same,
11th?
No, the same day.
Around 10:11, the truck left Union
Yeah.
Barracks. Do you recall when the Land Rover? Do you recall when the Land Rover came back to Union Barracks?
It came back estimately 2 hours later. They were back. They came back. After when they were standing at the guard room, whilst we were in the cells, I heard them saying that someone was saying, "Akanala, akanala, afele." So at that time, I don't know who they were referring to.
Can you tell us what that means?
Eh?
Can you tell us
That
what
he
that
is coming, he is coming. That which means somebody was coming that they were looking for. They said, Akanale, Akanale. Get him, get him. So, but I don't, at that time, I don't know who they were referring to. So after when they just moved back, after some minutes, then I heard gunshots just around the cookhouse.
When you say they, who are you referring to?
The juntas.
Were they still with their guards at this time?
Yeah, they were still with the guards.
You mentioned a number of individuals. Was the army commander Babukar Jatta present at
Yeah.
that time?
Babukar Jatta, at that time, no, he was not there at that time.
What about Modu Baji?
No,
You
Mod
referred to
Baji
him
also,
as
I did
Modu
not see
Baji.
him at that time.
So it's mainly the members of the junta that you've mentioned,
Yeah.
Peter
With the-
Sinyate,
yes,
as
with
well
the,
as
and the RSM, Paul Gomez, and his TRRC, Babukar Sanya, I think, yeah, Babukar Sanya. 002 Babukar Sanya. We are there.
So these individuals were present. Tell us exactly what happened. You said that you heard gunshots
I
around
had the gunshot
cookhouse.
there. But after the gunshots, one of the soldier, I can't remember the name, but he was also a provo. I remember when he came to the guard room, he was saying EMCC, and he was crying. EMCC. This is the only thing he was saying.
Is that the same as AMCC, which you first referred to, or was this a
that one
different?
was AMCILA.
AMCILA.
This one is EMCC.
Thank you for that clarification.
And the soldier was crying, EMCC. That was the only thing he was saying, EMCC. Later, I asked, and they told me that it was EMCC that they arrested him. They arrested EMCC and he was killed.
So EMCC was killed by the cookhouse at Yundum Barracks.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we were there. After some hours, maybe around in the afternoon, they brought in Otu Trawale.
In the beginning, you told us an Abu Tarawale.
Yeah, that's Otu Abu
Same
Trawale.
person.
Yeah. It's the same Abu Trawale.
Please continue.
Abu Trawale was brought in. This man, Sergeant Sidi Manjang was brought in. Kairaba Kamara was brought in. Lance Corporal Modunjai was brought in with injuries, because when he came with the injuries, I asked him, what happens to you? He told me it is Peter who shot me on my legs, on his foot.
Which Peter was he
Peter
referring
Singati.
to?
He said it's Peter who shot him on his foot. He was bleeding.
So these individuals were brought to the guard room.
And Kopul Jallo also was there.
Mhm.
Do I
Please
mention Kairaba Kamara? Okay, Kabul Kamara was there. Later, Balo Sedikan was also brought in, and he was arrested from, I think, from Frafenye. Kabul Balo Sedikan. Then Yaya Damfa was also arrested. Baba Imane, Abduba, Lance Corporal Abduba, with one couple Damfa. But later in the day, he was released.
Is that different from Yaya Damfa that you mentioned?
No, it's
earlier?
different from Yaya Damfa.
So Corporal Damfa.
This couple Damfa, he was working with the MTO, Motor Transport Unit, at Yundum Barracks. I believe after the death of Basiru Baro, he was the one who took in charge of the MTO unit. And he was promoted to Staff Sergeant, I think, and as overseeing the MTO.
What does MTO stand for?
Motor Transport Unit. This Damfa I'm referring to, he was staying somewhere around Latrikunda, Sabiji. He was, no, his compound was not very far from the market where he was staying at that time.
So who else was brought to the guard room, to the cells in the guard room?
I think these were the people who were there, who were at the guard room.
So let me just go through some of these names. You mentioned Sergeant Sidi Manjang.
Yeah, Otu Trawale.
Otu Tarawale. You mentioned Karaba Kamara. What was his rank at the time?
Karaba Kamara was a private soldier.
You mentioned Balo Sedikan. What was his rank at the time?
Balo Sedikan was a couple.
You mentioned the Corporal Jallo. Do you recall his first name?
Corporal Jallo, I believe, is Ablai Jallo. He's a medic. Yeah, he's a medic.
You mentioned Yaya Damfa. Do you recall his rank?
Yaya Damfa was also a couple. I believe now he's, I don't know, a captain or a lieutenant with the Guinean still.
You mentioned Bye Bye Mane. What was his rank at the time?
Bye Bye Mane was a private soldier.
So all of these individuals were brought in. You said that the one person you recall having injuries was Lance Corporal Modunjai.
Yeah.
Who informed you
Jai
that
also was a medic.
he's the one who informed you that Peter Sinyate had shot him.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, did you notice any injuries on any of these other individuals?
No, it was only a couple Jai.
Can you tell us what happened after they were brought to the cell in the guard room?
We were there for a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Then after we were taken to Yundum, we were taken to Mile 2.
So during that time, 2 to 3 weeks in the guard room at Yundum Barracks, was it only one person who was released?
Yeah.
Based on your testimony?
At that time, it was only that Damfa who was released. Damfa, the day he was arrested, that was the day he was released.
Do you know?
I don't know.
During the 2 to 3 weeks that you spent at the cells in the guard room at Yundum Barracks, did anything happen during that time? Did you find out any further information about the events of November 11th?
Well, that was the time we started asking each other, what happened? Some say it was a coup that was planned. Some say it was not a coup. But what I believe is it was never a coup that was planned. To my knowledge, it was never planned.
Why do you believe that?
Huh?
Why do you believe that?
No, I believe that the soldiers who were involved, if it is something that is planned, the way things are, it will not be in that way. Because I believe the soldiers who were involved in this case were the brains of the Gambian National Army at the time. They were the sole brains of the Gambian National Army. I believe at that time. And I believe if it was planned, it will never be failed. Because each of these NCOs, I believe in them that they were proper soldiers and they were fully trained. And throughout their service careers, they were all instructors.
During the 2 to 3 weeks that you spent at Yundum Barracks, did you see any of the members of the junta during that time?
It was only Peter Singati,
Tell us about that.
Who normally comes, because he came to this there more than 3-4 times. When he comes, he'll just tell them to open the cell for him. When they open the cell, he'll just march towards me directly, holding a pistol on his hand. But when he comes, when we were faced, he just bent his head, move back. Until after my release, one of my soul friend, Geraba Bojang, he's a native of Brikama. When we meet, what he first told me was like Dabosima. He said Dabosima. I said, why are you calling me that name? He said, you see, our 4 times that we were coming to Yundum, we only come to eliminate you. Because Peter will be sitting with them and will tell them that today, Dabo is strong-headed, but today I'll get him.
Was there any particular reason why Peter Sinyate would target you in particular?
Anyway, Peter, you know, I was working under him directly because he was the commandant of the training school and I was the acting chief clerk at the time. But before he was brought to training school, I believe that was one time when we were at Farafenni. That was a time when this terms and condition of service was approved. So when there was a message that the soldiers who were not living in the barracks, their names should be reported to the army headquarters for them to be given house rent. At that time, my commander, Colonel Saliuku, was at Banjul, Yundum, at the army headquarters.
What nationality was Colonel Saliuku?
A Nigerian. When I received the message, at that time we were attached to Farafenni, but we don't have any accommodation there. We were only given 2 rooms office, and our other room was joined with the other room of the 2 infantry battalion. And the officers were given, Colonel Saliuku was given a room. I believe Yankuba Ture and Sana Sabali, they were joined in one room. And the other room, like Conte was there. These were the only people who were issued accommodations. But the rest of the NCOs did not have any accommodations.
How did that lead to an issue between you and Peter Sinyate?
This I'm coming there. When this memo came, so immediately I just reply. When I reply, I call my Colonel Saliuku at Army headquarters. Then I go to the communication room. The message, the names were communicated to him, and he signed at the Army headquarters. After Peter, when at that time there was senior military senior officers were on the meetings at the Army headquarters. When Peter Sinyate, at that time, he was overseeing the 2 infantry battalion. He came to the guard room, to the orderly room, asked for the training school and the 2 infantry battalions to join and make a list for the soldiers who are supposed to have to be benefited from these house rents and transport allowances. When he asked Kopul Jallo about it, Kopul Jallo said, but Dabo have already sent his for that of the training school. He said, why should I do that? Who signed for that? I told him that I am a trained clerk and I know my duty. And my officer in charge ordered me anything that comes in his absence, let me use his phone and contact him. Because when he is at Banjul, wherever he goes, I have all the numbers wherever he goes, I have his numbers with me. So he said, but before you do that, you have to. I said, why should I ask you? You are on the 2 Infantry Battalion. I am at the training school. Then he went to RSM Jeng. He told RSM Jeng, why should Dabo do that? RSM said, but look, let me ask from Dabo first. RSM asked me what happens. I told him, RSM, training school, do we have any accommodation? He said no. Then why should I wait for? And it was only to the training school that firstly can get these benefits. When I told him, the RSM Gen, that we did not have any accommodation here, we were not allocated any accommodations, then why should now the 2 Infantry Battalion, how can they squeeze us to have, some have to room, so that some of their men who were who are already allocated should also benefited from these house rents. I said, that is unfair. RSM told me, just knock my back and say, bravo. He told Peter, but this is a separate unit. From there, I used to take my time on his side. And also when the training school was coming to transfer from Farafenye to Fajarat, Vincent Jatta, who was in charge of 2 Infantry Battalion, said, I'm not coming for transfer. Peter said, I'm coming, because they were all of them want to work with me. Peter said he's coming with me. Vincent said, I'm not coming, I'm going to stay at Farafenye and I'll work with him. Until he told Peter that, look, you are a junior man to me. Last order, I said he is not coming. Then I just look, Peter, I just do this. Whilst everything was inside the truck, this is how I leave the camp. I've gone some meters after the camp. That's where I stay and wait Peter and others to come and join. But when we came to Fajarat, me and Peter, since from that point, we always take our time. And there was a point when I went to Abu Trawal and I told him that, look, me, I want to transfer. I cannot work with Peter. Because Peter is an infantry soldier. He knows nothing about administration. And the way he was trying to take administration and the way I am trained, we cannot cope. This I know about him.
So the issue you had with Peter Sinyate was before the coup?
Yeah.
In relation to benefits and what you've explained regarding RSM Jeng. Thereafter, he still wanted you to move to Fajara Barracks and work with him.
Yeah.
But your testimony is you had a difficult relationship and you wanted to transfer.
Yeah.
So you feel that he targeted you for that reason, is that correct? So you were at Yundum Barracks for about 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
After that, where did you go next?
We were taken to Mile 2.
So before we move to Mile 2, I want to ask you a question in relation to your time at Fajara Barracks.
Yeah. No, for Yundum Barracks.
I'm moving a step behind to Fajara Barracks.
Okay.
You said that you were at Fajara Barracks between around 2 or 3 to 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you recall if there was any shooting at that time at Fajara Barracks apart from what happened to you?
No, the only shooting that occurred at Fajara Barracks, to my knowledge, was the time we were paraded and the soldiers were behind us. They were firing at us.
Thank you for that clarification.
Yeah.
So you were taken to Mile 2 after being in Yundum Barracks for about 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Were you all taken to Mile 2? All the detainees?
No, I believe Abdul Ba was released before that. I believe. Because Abdul Ba was released earlier. He did not stay long with us.
According to your testimony, do you recall if he went with you to Mile 2 or he was released before you went to Mile 2?
Abdul Ba, I believe he was released before we reached Mile 2.
Apart from Abduba, was anyone else left out before you were taken to Mile 2?
Yeah, it was only Abduba and Damfa who were released at Yindo.
So you were all taken to Mile 2. Can you tell us what happened when you arrived there?
When we were taken to Mile 2, we were taken to the security wing number 4.
When you arrived at Mile 2, were you told why you were being detained?
No.
I'm talking about you in particular.
We were not told.
You were taken to security wing number 4.
Number 4.
Can you tell us what happened?
Upon our arrival at the security wing number 4, we met some officers there, senior officers there. People like the former IGP, Pastor Lajan, Dokuo, Chongan, Ibrahim Chongan, the former DIG, RSMJ,
DIG?
the Deputy Inspector General of Police of Operation, Ibrahim Chongan. We met RSMJ. We met Srif Gomez, Samsar, Captain Samsar, Captain Johnson, Captain Wilson, Captain Kambi, ASP Kebaduba, ASP Abu Jeng, Superintendent Turo Jauni, and Superintendent this man, Srif Mbai, were the people we met there.
Can you tell us about the prison conditions in Mile 2?
It was horrible. Even my enemy, whom I hate much in life, I would not allow him to be in Mile 2 at that time. Because we were there more than a month. If I want to urine, I urine, do everything inside the cell. Toilet inside. And the food, I cannot understand what type of food that they were giving us. Because in the morning we eat porridge, they call papu. Afternoon, maybe rice with stew, full of water. Then in the evening, we have kere. But normally we don't, when they have this kere, when they come and ask us dry or wet or dry, we normally get wet ones, dry ones, for us to wash it ourselves. And the little left behind, that's the time what you can eat.
Can you describe your cell?
First time I was at the right end of the cell, just opposite to the toilet. At times, in the night, I'll just wake these people, senior, until one day Chonga tell me that, look, I will fight you. If you go out, if you are out in the morning, I'll fight you. Because what I used to do is when these rats are going up and down, I'll say, oh, okay, my friends have come. I started clapping for them. So they come up to near me. They don't run. You can count rats more than hundreds. You cannot know where they come from. And my cell was just directly opposite the main toilet that was within the security number 4. It was later after, when some of the officers were released, that was the time I was moved to cell number 7. I was near, in fact, that was the time when Keba Sise was also there, the former Director General NSS. When Keba Sise was sick, and we negotiated for somebody to be with him. And Keba Sise was my uncle. When we negotiate with the officers, the prison ward officers, night time they'll just open my cell. Then I'll join him, Keba Sise, in his cell to assist him, because at that time Keba cannot do nothing. Late in the morning, before people started coming, they'll open this cell. Then I'll just take his chamber out, then go and wash his clothes. Then and I will be put into my cell also. We were there until one fine day. I forget the date exactly, when we were issued fruits from, they said it was from Red Cross. This orange. When I ate that orange, I was almost about to finish. When Sirif Gomez was the one who sought. When they came and opened my cell, Sirif Gomez was the very person who gave me this 5-liter gallon water. Sirif Gomez was the one who put it on my mouth, forced me to drink. I drink almost to finish that 5-liter. Then when I started vomiting, when they called Dr. Gay from the RVH, when Dr. Gay came, he said, I ate something that contained poison. Since from then up to now, I don't eat orange. I don't trust seeing orange in my life. But they said the orange was from the Red Cross. But I don't know how it comes, because we were in the cells and they said these are the gifts from Red Cross. That was the time after when I think Red Cross came there with one BBC correspondent, Elizabeth Ohini. That was the time those things happened. Then on that day, I spit on Singate's face. When they went and checked the toilets and other things, when he came, I just leaned on over my this and I said, on his face. That's the time Elizabeth Ohini rose to me and asked me, who are you? And I told him, I'm Abdullah J. Dabo. Then he started looking the files until he said, okay, Abdullah Dabo. What happened? I said, I want to die than to be here. This is what if I do this thing to him, the next minute he'll come back to me and kill me and finish with me. When Elizabeth Ohini asked me whether I have any medical attention, I said these bastards. When our medics, the DNA medic, was standing, I said, these bastards who wanted to kill me here with poisons. Then that's the time I just get a bottle of water with mahogany leaves and other things. I said, this is my medicine. This is what I'm caring about. During my period, I never attend even a paracetamol from them because I don't trust them. Even if I'm sick, I'll be able to manage with that, but I will never request any help from them.
You mentioned that Sinyate was present when the Red Cross visited. Is that correct?
Yeah, Sinyate was there, Babukar Jata was there.
Which Sinyate are you referring to?
Edward Sinyate.
So you mentioned that you had a visit from Red Cross, but what about your family members? Did you see your family members at any time?
Only once, and that was 2 weeks before my release.
So you were in mile 2. Based on what you've told us, November 11th happened. Then you were at Yundum Barracks for about 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So should we say around December 1994, you were taken to mile 2?
Yeah.
When were you released?
I was released in March.
Which year?
1996.
Can you tell us about when you received a visit from a family member?
No, that one is a friend of mine. You know, before In fact, that man came to me that informed me that he get a visa that he's supposed to go to America. And that was 2 weeks, 1 week, the second week I was released.
So from November 1994 until March 1996, were you ever charged with a crime?
No.
Was a statement ever taken from you?
Yeah, a couple of statements were taken from me from the NSS, from the GNA military intelligence, CID's units.
Can you tell us when those statements were taken? Let's take each one. So let's start with NSS.
Well, the first one was after the first 4 months, when our statement was taken. Later, after some weeks, we were informed that we were supposed to go and appear before the commander.
Which commander?
The army commander.
Was it still Babukar Jatta?
Yeah, it was Babukar Jatta.
Please continue.
Then one day we were taken to Fajara barracks to stand before the commander to see whether we'll be charged or not. But when we were lined up, Babukar Jatta came out and said, okay, you are here. But he said, why Dabo? Dabo is not here. Dabo is supposed not to be here. I told you that Dabo have no case to, according to the DPP, Dabo have no case to answer.
That's what Babukar Jatta said.
Yeah.
Do you recall when this event took place?
This was around after the first 4 to 5 months of our detention.
Apart from Babukar Jatta, who else was present there?
There, I think I seen most of the senior officers were there because, you know, when we are coming for the orders, they invite officers from the different barracks. But those people were inside the house, inside the office. Then that was when Babukar said that was the time I was taken back to the vehicle, this minibus Costa. Then I was taken back to the vehicle, then I sit and wait for them.
So when he said that you should be taken back because you had no case to answer, according to the DPP, what happened to you?
I was taken back to Yundum, Mile 2.
Were you released?
No. I was not there. I was inside the vehicle when these people were charged. They came and joined us in the vehicle. Then we go back to Mile 2. I was there for another 4 or 5 months. When I was taken, when Captain Juf, Professor Juf, he was the military police head at that time, came for me again. He said, Dabo, Lucky Dabo. That's what he called me. He said, Lucky Dabo, because today you're going to see your family. So he told me, hope you have all your baggage with you. I said, no, anything that I have behind, I'm okay for it. So
did you see your family?
I did not see my family. I joined him in his vehicle. We left Mile 2 to Yundum Barracks, military police. I was sitting in his office when a telephone rang. He started receiving the call. But immediately after when he received the call, the way he looked at me, I straight away know something has come to him. Because Captain Juf looked at me more than 5 minutes. He cannot talk. He said, Dabo, I'm sorry. I get an information that somebody said he will produce an evidence against you. So you will be back at Mile 2. I said, okay.
Did he tell you who said that?
No, he did not tell me that. But he said, one couple said, I don't know which couple, but he said, one couple said he will produce evidence against you. So you are going back. So when we were going back, first I was very annoyed at that time because he was talking to one Sergeant Jassy. He was talking to Sergeant Jassy bitterly that, look, this man's case, let nobody involve me again anymore. Let nobody involve me in Dabo's case anymore. You try to kill this man, you cannot kill him, you want to charge him, you have no ground to charge him. Why are you keeping him? Why can't he join his family? First I was saying that until he cried. I told him, sir, everything is in the hands of Allah. If Allah said I will die in mile 2, I will die in mile 2. I am taking everything with food. Then this how we reach mile 2. They opened the gates. When my my colleagues see me, they were all surprised. That we learned that they were releasing you, now you are back again. I said, this life is the army, is the military, red or white. So I was there.
You mean by red or white?
Because somebody whom you said you are going to be released, there's something white. And later you said, no, he's not going to be released. Things are opposite. So this is why I say it's military.
Throughout this time, were you given access to a lawyer?
Never.
You told us that you weren't charged.
Never charged.
Yet you remained in detention,
detention
until March 1996.
Yeah.
What led to your release?
1996, one day I was there when one private Ablai Bojan came and told me that when I was even playing draft with Chongan, Ablai just come and hit me, say, hey, Ndoke, get up. Today I'll dismiss you from my office. I don't want to see your face here anymore. Last time you come back. Now this time, I don't want to see your face. So then Chongan started clapping, say good luck, good luck. Everybody was saying good luck, good luck. Then I went to the administrative center where I met David Colley, who was then the chief officer there, and the deputy commander. David Colley told me that we get a letter from the army headquarters that you are released from detention, so we release you now. I told him, this is how I'm released? He said, yes. I said, thank you. This is how I left his office, then stand on the road. Luckily, the first vehicle that I saw was coming. I stopped the vehicle for a lift. Happened to be my cousin brother. And the brother, because he was not expecting me, he just passed for a long distance. When his younger brother was inside the vehicle, say, hey, look, but this is the lie. Then that's the time they came back to me and say, what happened? Where are you going? I say, I'm going to Army headquarters. I go straight to the Army headquarters. At that time, I met this man. This man was the commander at that time, Samsar. Then I went to the chief clerk straight. I said, Chief, but he said, Dabo, you are back? I said, yes, I'm back. He said, thank you. I said, but how? I am released. Nobody came for me. Only you are released. Chief clerk Otu Jah, at that time he was Abdul Karim Jah, told me that, Dabo, anything that you say, be Allah. I said, okay, thank you. Then he told me that, go and have 2 days rest, then after you report to your unit. Then I did. After 2 days, I went to the training school. I reported there, I met RSM. This RSM, I'm talking Papu. At this time, he was the one in charge of the training school, as he was the commandant there. Then, when I reported him, I said, I'm back. He said, no, but what the information we have is that we have to discharge you. I said, yeah, okay, yes. I said, okay, thank you. I'll be waiting for you. Then I went home. After 1 week, I applied for my salary, because when I was under detention, my salary was not paid. Then I wrote an application letter applying for my salary arrears, of which I took to him. He signed. He told me to take it to Army headquarters. Then I went to the Army headquarters to meet the Army commander, Samsar. Samsar said he is not going to sign that document for me. I said, why? As the commander of the Gambian National Army, and I'm a personnel of the Gambian National Army, you say you are not signing this. For what reason? He said, look, Dabo, get out from my office, or else I will take you back to where you were. So I told him that he will take me back to where I was. But can you remember that you were also one time there? If I should be back there next time, you will also follow me there. He even wanted to fight me there that day. And I told him that, look, Wednesday I'm coming back here. I'm coming back again on Wednesday. Either I'll go to mile 2 or I'll die. But this paper must be signed or I'll die. He told me that if you step on my office again, you'll see yourself in mile 2. I tell him that Wednesday, today is Monday. Wednesday, I'm coming. Then prepare for me before I come. When Durcham was standing, Durcham told me that Dabo, take things easy. I said, no, these are not easy things.
What was Durcham's rank at the time?
Durcham, at that time, I think he was colonel, lieutenant colonel, I think, I believe. He was the deputy commander at that time. Deputy CDS at that time. Major, that time he was a major. So Nurcham told me that, boy, he called me boy. He told me, boy, take things easy. I told him, no, this is not easy. I am arrested and detained for almost how many months? My salary is not paid. Now I'm asking for that. Now this man is telling me that if you should come to me, I will take you back to where I am. It's better I die. But Wednesday, I will either hook or hack, I will come. So luckily, that Monday, the following day, somebody among the Army headquarters came to my house and told me that, look, do you heard what happened? I said, no. He said, your man has been fired. I said, whose? He said, Samsar has been fired. I told him it's lucky. Then Wednesday morning, early in the morning, I asked where he was staying. Then when I know where he was staying, early in the morning, Wednesday, early in the morning, I wake up, I go straight to his gate. I start maybe some meters away from his compound. I stayed there until he came out from his compound. When I saw him coming out, I just compliment him, sir, good morning, sir. He just looked at me and said, Dabo, why are you what are you finding here for? I told him that today is Wednesday. I told you that Wednesday I'm coming and I'm going to the Army headquarters. He told me that, do you come to laugh me or what? Do you want to come to provoke me or what? I told him that, look, I tell you that Wednesday I will come, either I die or my paper is signed. From there I continue straight to the Army headquarters. Upon my arrival at the Army headquarters, I met Nur Cham, who was coming from upstairs. Then when we meet, he goes, hey, Jara boy, don't talk. This is how he called, he said, come. He just go and sign all my documents. He said, go to the finance. I don't want you to comment. Because last time you comment to someone here, and he's out. Now today, don't comment on me. So this is how he wrote, he signed all my documents. Then he told me to take them to the finance.
So were you paid all the arrears that you were owed? Yeah,
the salary arrears I was paid. Later, I went back to the training school again, to Paul Gomez. I told him that now I want to know my fate. He told me, okay, go tomorrow, you come. And I told him that, but look, remember that last time when I was on the detention, you came and tell me that you have something for me from my former boss, Colonel Saliuku. Where is it? He said, no, when you come next Wednesday, then I'll bring it for you here. So the following Wednesday, after I went to him again, when I said, yes, sir, good morning, sir, he only just pulled out my service, I think he's with me here.
Is that your discharge certificate?
Yeah. And this is what he gave me, that I'm discharged from service under Section 85 of the Gambian Armed Forces Act.
What is the date on that document?
Eh?
The date.
This was on the 12/4/2000.
Can we have the document, please?
This is my appointment letters. Yeah, appointment.
So while the commissioners look at that document, I would just like to ask a few more questions because we're coming to the end of your testimony.
Yeah.
And I would like to give the commissioners some time to also ask you additional questions. You mentioned earlier that Abduba, Lance Corporal Abduba, was released before you went to Mile 2.
Yeah, I believe.
What would you say to the suggestion that he went to Mile 2 as well?
Well, Abduba, to my belief, he was released very early. You know, Damfa was the one who was first released, because Damfa was released the very date he was arrested. But for that of Abduba, I don't think Abduba, he has reached Mile 2. Yeah, he reached Mile 2 because his cell was next to me. You have Abduba, then you have me.
Thank you for that clarification.
Mafuji Songo was at the last cell, yeah.
Thank you for that clarification. While you were at Mile 2, are you aware if any members of the junta were brought to Mile 2 during that time? Can you tell us about that?
I think it was around January 95 when we were playing draft. A prison officer came and told us to go back inside the cells. Chongan asked why. At this time we go back to the cells. What happened? What is coming on? He said, no, we have an order that we have to go to this. We have to suspend all your breaks. So this is how we get up, we enter the cells. No, but we were very curious about what is going on at this time. So we had another knock at the door again, pam, 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 pam. So number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These numbers, if you are these cells, if you are there, anybody who is entering, if you stand on your bed, you'll be able to see that individual. Then when we saw group of soldiers entering with Sanasabali, Sadebo Hydra, and their guards were tied up, and they were brought in. And they were taken to security number 5. You know, you have security number 5, then 4, you have number 5, then you have the 99 cell, Kamabaji wards.
So as far as you were concerned, that was security wing number 5?
Yeah.
What, if anything, happened to them during their time at Mile 2? I'm referring to Sana Sabali and Sadibu Haidara.
Yeah, Sana and others, when they were brought in, later, soldiers come for them.
Which soldiers?
From the State House. Edward Singate and soldiers normally comes. And other times, Alaji Martin and soldiers came. When they come, they will just open the door, enter, go to straight security wing number 1. And later, what we heard shouting, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" This only thing we heard. They were started beating until they are satisfied, and they will go out. Because Martin, one day he was going, I don't know what, he dropped something behind. He came up to the gate, then he went back. And I heard that we were asking him, have you seen it? He said, yes, I have seen it. I don't know what was that, but something has happened. And he was holding something like, it's just like a case, if you see it, it's like these technicians, these electricians, the cases that they used to hold, something like that. When you see, you know that this is something connected to electrical.
What did you think it was?
I know it was they will only use against these people. Because when they were doing those things, later one of the soldiers came, prison officers came to me one day and asked this man, Pasala Jan, Keba Sise, and Chongan, and asked their permission that these people want to apologize them. Sana Sabali and Sadibu Hydra want to apologize them. Because Sana Sabali, according to Keba Sise, when Sana was born, his naming ceremony was all sponsored by Keba Sise. And Keba Sise is the one who sponsored Sana Sabali's educational career. And when Sana Sabali wanted to join the National Army, it was Keba Sise who helped him to join the National Army. And it's the same Sana Sabali who arrested Keba Sise. And he said he wanted to come and apologize to Keba Sise for that. Pastor Lajan also said Sana Sabali's father was his driver when he was working with the agriculture. And from that day, every end of month, he sent a bag of rice to their family at Kasakunda until the day he was arrested. So Sana said these two were his fathers, so he wanted to apologize for them to forgive him what he have done to them. They accepted, and they come, apologize. They all kneel down on their knees, apologize for them to forgive them. And Sadib Adra also appealed to Chongan, but Chongan said he don't want to apologize. And I believe that day Chongan told him that if there is, look what Mandinka said, Karamo, someone who takes you, if it is something true, Sadibu, if that is true, you will die in prison here. Sadibu, I am the one who trained you. And it's because of your promotion to be a commissioned officer, I was demoted. And now this is how you pay me. Allah also will pay you. I don't accept your apologies. Later, when we were out for daytime, they also used to come. They joined us. Sirif Gomez is the one who was taking us for physical fitnesses. Every morning he forced everybody to train. He don't allow anybody to sit. He will say, everybody, early in the morning when we are out, Sirif Gomez will force us to be running outside within the premises. Then after we go and have our shower, then we go and play drafts and other games.
So from what you've told us, Sana Sabali and Sadibu Haidara were beaten by Alaji Martin and others.
Yeah.
You also mentioned Edward Sinyate on one occasion.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything in relation to that particular occasion? What I'm trying to ask is, are you aware if Edward Sinyate did anything to Sana Sabali and Sadibu
Yes, that day also they were beaten.
While Edward Sinyate was present?
Yes, they were beaten.
I want to quickly come back to the certificate of service that you've provided. It says here that you were discharged from the Army on the 31st of March, 1996.
Yeah.
And I'll just read out a comment that was made about you. It says, ex-Private Dabo Abdullahi was a serving member of the Gambia National Army from the 25th day of August, 1991, until 31st March, 1996, when his service was no longer needed by the Army.
Yeah.
During the period under review, Abdullahi was found to be a fairly good clerk. I therefore do not hesitate to recommend him to anyone, company or organization that may need his service. And it's signed 13th of April, 2000. And it's by the commanding officer at the time. I can't read the name, but that's it at the time. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. My last question before I hand over to the commissioners is that you were imprisoned for a very long time, almost about 16 months. You were never charged, and you were subsequently released. Can you tell us what impact that had on you and your family?
Well, the impact on me is, well, because as a young soldier, and when I was released, and the condition that I met my family, especially my mother at that time was almost out of, one could say it, she was almost about to be out of people. Because people used to say, you wanted to be a mad woman. Because we were only two. And the other brother is working, at the Biba for this Al-Quranic. He was at the school, at this Arabic school with Jason Toure. And I was the only one who was helping the family. And when these things happens to me, I started from zero again. And I went back to family. The family was even worse than what I have experienced in Mile 2. What I experienced with my family is more worse than what I experienced in Mile 2. Because in those days, after my release, the late 96, we were joined the UDP as the UDP security. After the 1996 election, 97 parliamentary election, then I went back to my hometown again, and I was the UDP village chairman. And in our compounds, that's where we have the chief, and that's where we have the alcalo in our compound. And those people see me as an enemy to them. Because one day, one brother who was the alcalo stood and said, look, you being in the opposition is not fighting Yaya Jammeh, you are fighting our leadership here. But we will also fight you. And one day the chief too also tell me that, look, you are with UDP, but if you don't leave UDP, you will never enjoy your life. And as a family, we are staying together. I cannot do anything without them, and they cannot do anything without them. If they should tell me such things, how will I be feel in the society? At times, if I'm living out of my house, I cannot use the main gate, the compound main gate. I used to use the back gate in order to avoid them. This I was, but later what happened, I said, look, these people are looking for something better for them. Why not I also train myself to make sure that nothing has happened to me as a soldier, I take everything as, it's a foolish things. Don't mind them. Until 2007 parliamentary election, as the UDP divisional constituencies coordinator, we went. I was supposed to that on that 2007. I was supposed to contest for the UDP as candidate, but there was certain problems within our constituencies that I was unable to do. When Kekoi Bajo came and said he's going to stand, I told him, Kekoi, I can give you everything and I can stand behind you. But me, I cannot stand. But if you said you can stand, I will stand behind you. Then we nominate Kekoi. After the nomination of Kekoi one day, I was coming from Breng to Pagaliba with my bicycle. I was attacked in the bush with unknown gunmen. So they tell me that, today we tried you so many times, we don't get you, but today we get you. Today we will kill you. You are our target, you are our problem here. You are the very person why APRC is losing votes in Jara East here. But today, I know from today, APRC will continue winning here. So when we were in that dispute, when I heard somebody's voice, whom I recognize, and I called him his name directly, he said me, yes. That's the time he removed the cover from his face. I told him, what are you doing here for? He told me, Dabo, I told you that leave UDP. Leave UDP. If you don't leave UDP, you may lose your life. If you don't leave UDP, you lose your life. And the others said, no, there's nothing like leave UDP. We'll finish him today. And that man said, no. As far as I'm concerned, today I will intervene. And today I'll make sure he's going to promise me here that he's going to leave UDP. If not, anytime we get him again, he's going to face the consequences. Then I went home and said to my mother that what happens. My mother said, now what is your decision? Look, UDP is here forever. If you leave UDP today, tomorrow you can come back to UDP. For the safety of your life, please, you leave UDP. Then the following morning, I also called the APRC chairman, Alhaji Fabu Sise. I called him directly. I told him, Fabu, yes, it's me, Ablai Dabo. Which party do you know me? He said, UDP. I said, from today, I'm no more the UDP chairman. I'm no more UDP district mobilizer. I'm no more UDP divisional assistant secretary. Alhaji Fabu went to Gamtel and asked, did Ablai Dabo came here? They said, yes. Then he came to my house with some members of his party to find out whether it's the same Ablai Dabo who was calling him. I said, yes, I'm the very person. In my house, where I have a big picture of Usainu Dabo. He made the picture, I take it from up, then he made it down. I said, from today, I'm no more UDP, I'm APRC. Then within 2 days, everybody in the Jara East started calling, was coming from everywhere. That Dabo, you moved to APRC. I said, now I'm APRC. I was there until 2008 when there was this area council election that I am going to be contested as APRC candidate for Jara East, Pagalba Ward. I said, fine, and they tell me to apply. Then I apply. But later, some days before the election, nomination, one of the Sambakande, one day called Sambakande, I told him, look, are you interested to be a councillor? He said, yes. Go and apply. He said, but I heard that they said nobody is going to apply. You are the only nominated candidate. I said, no, go and apply. So Sampakande went and applied and came and told him that go and give it to Fabu. Fabu said, no, but we've already selected Ablai Dabo. Fabu called me and said, yes, I'm the one who said let him apply. I'm not interested for it. Then after this time, I completely left Jara. Nobody know where I was. I at times go to Casamas, maybe some weeks come back to Gambia. Then I'll not go to Jara, I'll come to Combo here. This is how I make them lost me completely. Nobody know where I am. Up to date, I have never participated in any political activity. Even where it's a group of people, when I see a group of people, I'll avoid them.
Well, Mr. Daba, thank you very much for that. I will leave it at that. Thank you very much for testifying. I will hand over to the commissioners in case they have additional questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Council, for that, and thank you very much, Mr. Blaidabo, for your testimony. One quick question, which is not intended to allude to your state of mind, rather to know the situation that you were in Mile 2, and perhaps an indirect commentary on the conditions in Mile 2. When you referred to clapping in the middle of the night, hundreds of rats coming to you, how long did that event go? Was it for months? Did the rats recognize your clapping and that they would come to you? You probably weren't singing for them to come to you. Again, as I said, I'm not making any commentary on your state of mind, but just want to know what Mile 2 reduced some detainees to. But how long did that go, your encounter with the rats in Mile 2?
Well, the encounter with rats was normal routines. Oh, it's every day. That is every day. When after 7 o'clock, you see rats coming. You don't know where they come from. You can sit on the toilet, you can sit and count rats.
But they were coming to you. You were clapping. I thought you said you were clapping.
Yeah.
And
my cell was just directly opposite. This is how I just directly opposite the toilet, and it was open. There was no door. So anything, even the morning, daytime, somebody who is using the toilet, unless I go and lie down on my bed. But if I don't lie down, if I am standing, if you are at the toilet, anyway, anything you are doing, I'm seeing you. Because there was no door, it was open. So when these rats started looking for foods, they were fighting. So when they started that, I said, oh, this Senegalese Rasulman, this man, the father of Balagay, forget this man. So I said, oh, okay, that's my Rasula. And I used Chong and I told Chonga, look, this one is a fuller man, this one is a fuller Rasuluman. Then we have the Jolas, we have this. Then I started making noise. At times they will tell me, look, don't disturb, you are disturbing us. At times I'll be there and say, hey, it's coming, they are coming, oh. Yeah, and when I started, hey, Dabo, don't disturb. I say, look, Sana Sabal is coming. Be on alert. You know, early in the morning when we had the silence, everybody will be quiet until the silence is past us. And the evening too also the same thing. When we had silence, even if you are sleeping, you will wake up. Because we know that problem is coming.
Thank you very much, Commissioners. Commissioner Kinte? You have a lot of questions. But Kinte, please go ahead.
Not so much. Hello, Dabo.
Yes, sir.
In your explanations, you told us 3 people were killed in Fajara and brought in the car along with you people, together with Basiru and Dot, who, according to your explanation, were half dead, and they were shot on the head in there. What about Fafanyang? Because at one time you mentioned his name, but I haven't seen anywhere you have said how he was killed.
No, Fafanyang was among the Fafanyang was among the three that were killed. Fafanyang was among the three that were killed.
Okay, you mean at Fajara?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there were explanation given by one testimony given by one person suggested that or said he was beaten and the waist broken and was dumped alive in the grave and was shot many times in the grave while those are conflicting. That's why I thought I was worried which one of the stories.
No, Fafanyang was arrested on the first phase. Fafanyang was arrested on the first phase. Fafanyang was arrested together with Basir Baro and others. Yeah.
Thank you. Commissioner Carr.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Commissioner Carr, I want to ask how you were able to survive when you left Jara and went into Casamas and also coming to Combo.
Well, I used to call myself, I'm a rubber man. And any work that I have, that's what I do in order to have money. If missionaries are going, I go with them. If the laborers are going, I go with them. At times I go to the fishing. When I go to Casamas, I go to Kafunting, that's where I use for fishing. Because me, I have no destination. Where to have money is fine for me. Yeah.
Question is, did your family know whether you were detained, when you were detained, and were they allowed to visit you?
Well, my family were not informed because when we were at Yundum, I remember one day my uncle used to come and they would tell him that, look, we don't know who is Dabo. One day I was just standing over the window. I saw my uncle talking to the guards at the gate. Then I said, Bambung, Bambung, because that is the nickname for him. When I say Bambung, Bambung, he turned around and he told them, look, you say you don't know Dabo, but the one I'm asking, he's the one who is calling me this name. Because without him, Dabo, Bambung, the person who will call me Bambung is going to be someone who knows me very well. And this man who was shouting my name, Bambung, Bambung, can I see him? And they tell him, no, you cannot see him. So I never see any of my family members throughout my stay at detention.
Thank you. Deputy Chair. Adelaide.
Thank you, Mr. Dabo. I just want to understand this discrepancy in your discharge. You were discharged on the 31st March 1996, and the document was signed on the 12th April 2000. Can you please explain the discrepancy to me?
These intervals, when at times you go today, they will tell you, okay, go next week, we come. This is how it moves until this day. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Jones. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I will. Yeah. It's not. Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Commissioner Jones, Mr. Dabo, you did mention during the ambush in 1994 that LF Jammeh left the car and ran out into escape. Do you know what happened to him after he escaped from the vehicle? And my second question, in 2008, when you left Jara and went to Casamas, were there any threats towards your family that you left behind?
Whether I repeat that question.
Any threats?
Any
threats on your family when you went away from Jara in 2008?
LFJ, okay, for your first question. LF Jammeh, after when he ran away, later when I heard that he was involved in the Katong attack, and he was arrested, taken to Mile 2. Later I heard that he was executed with the other 9 inmates who were executed from mile 2. And your other question, say?
And the second question, when you ran away in 2008,
Yeah.
were there any threats directed to your family members when you left?
Well, the threat that was to my family is the same problem that I'm still suffering. Because when I left, later my mother also left from my brother at Buiba. Then this how my family, my house was left until everything was collapsed. I lose house. Up to date, I don't have house. We are staying with people up to date. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Samba. Yeah.
Good afternoon, I'm Commissioner Samba. Mr. Dabo, I want to know what was your rank the time you were arrested?
Well, when I was arrested, before I was arrested, I was promoted to sergeant directly, and I was supposed to be decorated on Friday, 11th November, that I was supposed to be decorated to the rank of sergeant, but it was never taken. I was remained private soldier.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Imam Jallo.
Mr. Dabo, it seems there was much hatred, bitterness among the ranks of the armed forces. Can you explain what is the circumstance that is surrounding this animosity and hatred?
Anyway, the circumstances around this effect came after July 22nd takeover. You know, July 22nd takeover, when Yaya Jammeh took over, the strategy that he was using against the soldier is you make sure that he used this, the former TSG personnel against the army. Even if they want to do something to you, he will use those people, say that this is what you've done. Or maybe I'll come and say, yes, I am this man, we want to plan something, which the intention was not to plan something, but the intention was there to put me in trouble. This one will accept that, yes, we accept something that we want to do these things. In order to get rid of DNA personnel.
Thank you very much. Bishop, did you ask for? Yeah, please go ahead. You have the floor.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Abdullahi Dabo, you mentioned at one point that you were given orange to eat, which supposedly came from the Red Cross. Do you know whether you were the only one who was given the orange to eat, or other detainees were also given orange to eat?
Now, when they were issuing us, it was put in, each one of us will be put in an envelope, and your name will be written. So I received an envelope which contains orange. And I just split them, put sugar, milk. I said, today this is going to be my dinner. But when I eat until I almost finished, my stomach was just like when you get a piece of cloth, try to do it like this. This is how I was feeling my stomach until I have to drink water until I vomit. When I vomit, 3 days, even to stand, I cannot stand because my legs cannot carry me. I was totally collapsed. Yeah. According to them, it comes from the Red Cross.
Thank you very much. Council, if you have any further questions, some of you may go on. I think that's the last number of questions from the commissioners.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. We have concluded. It's just to ask the witness if he would like to make a final statement. So, Mr. Dabo, thank you very much for your testimony. We have come to the end, and this is your opportunity. If there is something you would like to say either to the Gambian people or to the commissioners, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you, Council. First of all, what I can say to the Gambian people is, let's all Gambians change our attitudes. And let all the politicians stay away from the military. Let them have no interference with the security of the Gambia. Because what happens was directly interference politicians with the security. This is what caused where we are in today. Let all of us change our attitudes towards each other. Let's refrain from party politics. What I mean by party politics means tribal politics. Because Gambia today, there is a tribal politics in Gambia. Whoever is saying there is not, I'm saying that there is a tribal politics in Gambia. Because I can give samples like UDP. 95% of Mandinkas are all following UDP. 95% of Fulas are all following UDC. 95% of Jolas are all following APRC. And if you can, we would stand and say there is no tribal politics in the Gambia. If we don't restrain ourselves from that, never again will fall again. And also, I'm appealing to the Commission to recommend to the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces to reform GNA and the other security sectors, police, NSS and others, NIA and SIS and others. Because without reforming the security sectors, never again will come again. Intimidation, we have to be very mindful about it. If a sergeant can stand and say a word to a captain, or a sergeant can direct a general, do you think that state we can say never again will happen? We must respect each one as one Gambians. And the more we respect each other as one Gambians, that's the time I believe we can achieve never again. But if we don't be mindful about this rival politics, Gambia, never again we cannot succeed in it. The only thing we can succeed is, let's know that Gambia belongs to all. Anything that you have, I should have. Anything you see, I should see. I believe if we are united, never again slogans will be honored. But I want to be a millionaire, or I want to drive a luxury car, and I want to make sure that you are sovereign. Do you think if I have chance to get that luxury car from you, do you think I will not do it? I will do it. And also, I want the Commission to recommend those perpetrators who were doing these things to Gambians, fellow Gambians, illegally should be brought to justice. Because we are sovereign, we have suffered, and we are still sovereign. And those who make our servants are seeing them driving luxury cars, holding government officials, government positions. How will we see that government? We say we've changed the government. Jammeh's government has been changed. And the same people in Jammeh's government are still in Adam Barrow's government. We, the victims, how will we see Adam Barrow's government? To me personally, I used to say that anywhere I go, since the formation of Barrow's government, I voted for him. But since the formation of his government, I never attend any of his meetings, any of his programs, because I don't have confidence in them anymore. Seeing Lantombon Tamba as the security advisor, seeing Mohamed Baji as the security advisor, seeing Alaji Kanyi as the divisional commissioners, where will our fate be, we the victims? Where will we be? We suffered for the first 22 years, and we still continue suffering on the same different regimes, so-called regimes. Because I'm seeing today that Yaya Jammeh has gone, Adam Barrow has come. But the people on ground still remain. This is why at times when I see public, before I enter I have to take my time. Because I'm not even confident with them. If I can see the same person who were doing these things to us are in the same position again, still on the same position in the government. Obviously, even if Adam Barrow want to appoint me as a minister or what, I will not take it if these people are within him. Because not only me, all the others who were served during Jammeh's regime, either a soldier or a civilian, no changes, nothing has changed. When shall we have our freedom? And when shall we have our liberty? We continue to be a victim. And still, that's what I tell people. I used to call myself the chief victim. Because I suffered during Jammeh's 22 years, and the 2 years of Adam Barrow, I'm still suffering. Because since Adam Barrow came to power, no changes to me. On my side, no changes, and my family too, there's no changes. I know how I am feeling, but the person who went and received me today, when he can be how I'm living and where I am living. I am married with eight children, with one adopted children, living in 3 meters by 7 meters squared. All of these people are living in that condition still. If we go out, we see the same structures, the same movements. Last time, there was a day when I called my wife. I told my wife that today I am going to merge myself to the IGP with all my documents, and I will surrender all my documents to IG, and I will tell him that from today I no more want to be a Gambian. Even if I go and die somewhere else, but I will never die as a Gambian. And up to today, this is the concept I'm having. I never trust to be a Gambian anymore, because what I have passed through, I'm seeing the same thing is still going on. So when shall I be free? When shall I be free? Please, the politicians, the intellectuals, let's try to be united. Let's try to be united in order to achieve the slogan, never again. But without attitudes, our changing of our attitudes, I believe never again will come again. And we pray to Allah that never again should remain never again. Gambia is non-peaceful. Gambia is non-peace, and we still pray to Allah that Gambia remain peace. Because without peace, nothing will be good. If you have $1 million in your accounts, you have a luxury cars, a poor man with a gun can destroy all your millions. And what achievement do you have? You, at the end of the day, you all end up with zero. And what can cause that? Because what you want yourself, you don't want others to have that. Also, the security, especially the police, especially the Gambia Police Force, is an institution that the government has to concentrate more. Because you have a case at the police station, the police will tell you that we don't have vehicles. Or you have an information that a security threat to the police, you tell them that the police will tell you that we have no vehicle. Because last time, I personally, we saw something strength around this Tujere and Sanya end. And the police, what we reported, who was telling us that there was no vehicle that we can go. And later when we go back to that place, we don't meet those people there. Our institutions like police, army should be fully structured in order for them to serve us as our sons and daughters. And the life you save may be your own. So I'm appealing for the government to consider the security sectors very seriously, because security sector being seen something that they need and they cannot get it, and they are with arms. They can do anything, and they will run away. Nobody will know what happens. Because the last regimes of the last parts of Jammeh's regime, this is what happening. You see something, and we ask the government, say they don't know about it. Who were responsible? These armed attacks and the banks and others, how it comes about? Who knows? Who are behind those attacks? So I'm appealing for the government and the TRRC to recommend to the government for security reforms. Our security section needs to be reformed totally. The bad ones among them should be out of it. They should be out and brought to the justice. Because people like, I named my body like Alaji Kanye, people like him, who in those 94, we call him Mofa Kanye. Now he's the divisional immigration officer. Do you think LRD is safe? People like those as the commander of this division. Yeah, man, I think I'll stop here thank you for giving me a chance. I thank you all. I apologize if any inconvenience, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dabo, for those concluding remarks and for your testimony. And thank you also for the suggestions specifically addressed to the Commission. Our task is really to promote healing and reconciliation. I know you've been hurt. Quite a few people have been hurt. Many have been hurt during these 22 years. But we hope we would carry out the job given to us to promote healing and reconciliation. But thank you so much for agreeing to come and testify before us. Thank you, indeed. We will finish for the morning, afternoon session, and then come back at 3 o'clock. I think a 1 hour break should be all right for us. Thank you. Yeah, please, go ahead.
Anyway, sorry, I want to recommend one Abdullah Bojang, who was a prison officer. I want the commission to recommend Abdullah Bojang for the good loyalty that he was doing for us during our stay in Mile 2. Abdullah Bojang was a private soldier who claimed to be a relative of Yaya Jammeh. But Abdullah is with a difference. Abdullah Bojang, wherever I pray, whenever I pray, I used to pray for him because Abdullah tried for us very seriously. At times there are other difficulties that they were trying to put on us, but it was Abdullah Bojang who will insist. I could remember one day Abdullah Bojang stood and told his sergeant, look, you said you are a Jola, Yaya Jammeh is your relative. What type of relation do you have with Yaya Jammeh? Yaya Jammeh is my uncle. And today, if from here, I'm going to have my lunch at State House. And that's what he did. He went to State House and had his lunch there, come and join us again. He said, look, these people are human beings like us. We should treat them as how we are treating ourselves. So I cannot leave this room without recommending the commission, Abdullah Bojang to the commissions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for that recommendation. We will meet again at 3 o'clock sharp. I hope we are ready for that session, council or the legal team.
Mr. Chairman, my apologies for being absent during much of this testimony. We would endeavor to be ready. I do hope that we would not be held hostage by the technical difficulties we encountered yesterday. But indeed, we would do our utmost to ensure that we have a smooth hearing. Thank you, Mr. President.
Brilliant. The meeting is adjourned. We come back at 3 o'clock sharp.
Thank you.
Sorry. Hello, Mr. Ba.
Fear over electoral rigging rocks Zimbabwe as the country.
Yesterday, after listening to Prime Minister May's assessment of the state of the negotiations,
Assalamu alaikum badingolu hani bidrong bal bismillah kan dinkirato dami alonko wala mo TRRC ila kunda banyinti memu duns hotel te mbetembo men to drong siela wuce flanjaw nyin kono men keta 50 roti sede ar ko wala me alonko wollelu tamatanun ala nyatilingola men keta sedoti ablay dabo ay tentenda ka kalimolu commencé kayitandiro ke ko de kabrin tumala men na sana sabali o yamar ko diala ko ibade on sika ya dundi moto bakono men keta letnen Bashiru Baroti ako aya yumbu wala nyama dundi moto bakono ako sojar dobe je wala tata dot fal letnan dot falta ko fanan dundi ife moto banyin kono ako tumale mo inara moto banyin inara sojarol law nyaton kolo memo sana sabali nyolo Edward singate wo junta nyaton kolo enila bodyguard olu ye escort ke sana sabal nyol tambita nyato moto dol be to la moto banyin koma memo sojarolti enade samba dinkrato dame alon ko wala mi yundum baraksti ako kabri futaro dinkranin to akata subama ku yandawolti talaworo ma fongolla ako kata talaworo la ako bari wato la tilo fon mambo dulabe dibirin dulabe man fanu bake warang atendenda fanan kaytande ko de kabirin tumala men la moto futata o yundum baraks ako mo nata la moto to me alon ko wala mo kopul alaji kanyete ako alaji kanyi nata kabirin anata tumala men na seltani moto la singola ako ay moto ba kono yofi ana ako ale kido dinnanan mol men be jang wol man fa hani say wala keta lieutenant Bashiru Baroti alen lieutenant Ablay dot fall ako wotumalem enata pistolo di alaji kanyila ayo pistolo nyenata ay Bashiru Barota ay bunga fongoto ay keso fananta koreke ay dot falta ko fanam bunga a fongoto ako wala keta wala saya sababodi atandi fanko dot fal meta pit la bake bari wo molde me alon ko balandan tarta no ala karola balandan sifa me alon ko e ka domole atendenda ka atende ko fan dot fal la barima dole me alon ko abenu balangar me mu jaaja faltinu ako keta mode me alon ko ate fango jaato anene o balandan sifa domonu o barima nyimfe me alon ko wala keta dot fal bari nyinti balangar sato kono ako yani monole jakasa bor mun ko nyin kabiren tumala men na domo drong wo na da muro bondi ka soro ke pour ka jube fo kundano bije aka ka ko e kamune ke eten aka ka ko e wo sita nyele ko e be damendo fe mantra city bala anu imam balang say ngo balanda woni ngawole dila ako e jelata wala nyama nata jinjang atende nda fanan kaytan roke ako alaji kanyelo keres wan ko mi alon ko ka pistolota ka Bashiru Baro bunga kungoto anim fanan me alon ko wolen dot falti nyin karo nyim bota en ko modo CDR di commission nyin kono pour kaytan droke ko de Edward Singatel keta mode me alon ko wole Bashiru Baro bunga kun akode nyimu kulere me alon ko ate Ablay Dabo a fongole be kene anu ako nyim be keta nyala ako alaji kanyi wala moti me alon ko nyimmo fulo la saya sababo sunta tella barat le kidota ay mo fulo be bung fongoto Bashiru Baro anin dot fall tendenda fanan ka 50 droke ako kabirin tumala menna ye samba wo dinkra nyindo da mi alon ko wole mail tuti ako e benun sabatring wo dinkra mendo wole keta dulate dami alon ko wole mu la guard post o nyin dalati ako jetolem sana sabali natanan ako mbitanne ako sana ka kuma ni bitanne la bari barakatu ko le mi alon ko o moate barindi ngolti nyin kamala ko atela koto ma kewo wo teri malemu barakatu famati ako wayantinna sana ka fa mbitan ako sana kay ko fenkol le menu kaytol menu yalon ko wollelu safenun ako ay mentande sanala de wolen kayti man trante bulu akada boda kaytol men nakko kalama wolen kaytol me yalon ko al halo me yalon ko sojarol ba ko le al kono kata la sabati dinkralo foela jolu anin ku ko tangolo ako ay kayto men dadanun moy me yalon ko wole munun elef jammete ako kayto amra sanaka wala nyenga ana aytande sanala ko kayti man trambulo ako sana sabal nada fa ko ni manyin kaytol bondi mbe kende bade lale ako tumalen sana sabal nara mo kumandi me alon ko wala munun RSM moti e ka fa Papol Gomez ako papu jamaka kumandi wala o Papol Gomez ning ako RSM Gomez nada fa ko ako sana sabal kay ko mako e Picasso anim pelo ya na fe nang bari ning Ablay Dabo bimba kende bade lale atendenda kaitan do ke ko de kabrin sana sabali Papu Gomez memu Papol Gomez ti kabra kumandi nam prayo joran na fe ako jannu wa futal sana sabal madron telefono kumata ako aya mo sana sabal ko yesa ako kola sana sabal nala mol bulata moto kono wal nyama ye kungolo kata banjul mafang ako inate samba dinkrado dami alon ko wolen se lolti membe wo gad poso nyindala tata ye soronje ako kabiri bo dinkrado ako montro wade kilin kola dron sana sabal nada murnan dinkla nyinto ako kabirin sana nada wo dinkra nyinto ay kumandro ke koreke ako ko mbitanne ako Ablay Dabo ala findindinang ako kabira nada fanan stane 50 droke o ku kilin walla pelo la al halo nyinda pour kaytan ko de ya mako pelo nim Picasso to kabiri wo keta koreke ako telefono kuma da sinya fula nyong sana sabalet idan ku telefono la anara moy fana yesa otumale nyin karo na rabo mobulu me alon ko wala mu deputy late council te horija balagay aka ko de niwo yesa be fola ite amura sana sabal anin jumala be diamu kan aka de wo wato la o jamano kono sawni banko te ma de sana sabo me yesa aka ko oske ya jamme dronneti bare wala munun kiamano de mem marta lo AFPRC sojar man sakunda nyin atendenda fanan ka 50 dro ke ko de kabren tumala men na sana sabal bulata motola o sinya fula nyankono tata ako enara tolu murundi wodin krato dam yalon ko ebe sorondi wodula nyineto ako to enara moje me yalon ko keta muta molti men yalon ko nyimmolu ka molu kilin muta ke sammanan kane soron wodula nyinto yundum barracks ako sajin Basiru Kamara abe o mollel kono anu atem molti me yalon ko yana fe na wodlaldo anim fanan modo me yalon ko wolen kedak AM sillati yo fanan na fe na wodlado memo Ahmad Mbake sillati ako fanan nyindulanto nata modo fanan je me yalon ko wolen Lieutenant Jibril Seyti ako yo fanan ja nata nan afutata bundato ako sojarol ya afa pura bulo wulindi ye kido lo akan ka dam funda fun ka balo kersibang ya samba wala nyama ka wurang ka dundi wakaso kono dam yalon ko etol fambe woldo yundum barracks atendenda fan kaytande ko de sana sabal nata wala nyama ako anyi nyimole fintinang ako kono kedek AM silla memo Ahmad Mbake sillati anim fanan me alon ko wolen Lieutenant Seyti anin Sergeant Basiru Baro ako mo sabolde wol fintita ako ate abe tembo mento watola ate man fintide ako nyim mo sabole nara wol ta ke bulandi moto kono me alon ko wole mo Land Rover jamba keroti ako nyim molta ke bulandi wo moto nyin kono ako bare moto nyim ya samba dinkra mento ate malo mintolende ba moto nyinde ase sedar ko mendino wala moto findita yundum sojar kampo nyin konole ako ba nyim mo sabolu nene me samba kiliwo kiliye be muta e bulol city koma ako de yewol be kada wala nyama wo keda fende me alon ka yo sedale atendenda fanan kaytandi ko montro wade fula nyatonto ako alaji kanyi nata murnan me alon ko nunto e ka fayne mo fa kanyi ako alaji kanyi kabira nata ako ay sojar muro nyinta ya tu tabulo kan wo gadru mo law dulato je ka foko bile ngamo ba sele ako alaji kanyi wo kuma kan nyinta kawfo anata senga angale kan rono ka foko I have bastard them today I have bastard some people ako kabirin alaji kan yo kalimol nyinta kefo anata jata pompoto dami yalon ko aba bulo ku kanu ako bayre wado alaji kan al halo be nyamenna ala dum fengolo balo be mu yelol lelti ana bulo fana mu yelolde ako alaji kan yo baro ko lel tamandi wo temboro atendenda fana kaydande ko de November karotil tanning killing wo keda fendi me yalon ko beje inata kuwo moy me alon ko kabo talantan kada talantan nin kilim mafang ako anara moy modol ka foko modol kana modol kana fela kana e wo fela kana kumo nyin ako ayo moy e attendenda fanan kaytande ko de RSM Paul Gomez wo ne momi yalon ko wolen warrant officer class 2 Babukar Sanyang ako wolde keta molde mi yalo ni nyin junta molu e bebe nun dinkra kilingol to o watola yundum barracks attendenda fanan kaytande ko de wato e beje kabiri wo kanale botala ako anata sojar kilinje men nata nun gadru molo ma fonla aba fokan EMCC aso sojaro nyimbe kumbo kan ako ko lalen anata kibaro soto ko de mom yalon ko wala keda EMCC de ako ya foko ya wala fanu o tembola kabire kidi kuma kan nyim moy o watola tenden fanan kaytandi ko molu men yalon ko wollelu benun ma bering nyim molu kono ko kopul abu Traoré Sajin Sidi Manjang Kairaba Kamara private Kairaba Kamara anim fanan kopul Balo Sedi Kan anin kopul Yaya Damfa anin kopul Abdoulaye Diallo anin couple damfa o be molti mi alon ko abe nun do ko la dulato da mi alon ko wala la motor transport unity ako anin fanan private babay mane ako fang waro men na babay mane nada singola yelobe suruntula ako e men sen kay wala nyindi ko woddin krato je ako mom yalon ko le lance corporal modou njayti ako e men de Peter Singate labung kidola asingoto ako woyo sainkangae memo lance corporal modun jaiti atendenda fanan kaytandi ko etartanu wodin kranyinto dami alon ko memo yundum baraksti etarta sorondi wo selol kono kabo lokun fulakada lokun saba ma fongola atendenda fanan sankandroke me alon ko wole keda mola bulo sababode foko de momi yalon ko ya bula juna wolon me yalon ka nara wolon fonle ya te bula ako keda wo ko dam fa nyindi ako fanan kabren tumala menna e da malwe selo kono e tarra ka nyonyinin ka ko la men yalon ko wala mu wo muto sababo nyinde ako dole men fode wala nyinde ko kudeta manke dole ko nyinketa ferolti me yalon ko lafda puruka ke kendo le turban gambia la sojar kunda nyinto ako bayri mol menu yalon ko wollelu be wodinkra nyinto menu dabulata nyim faro ni nyim baramar jawol nin kono anin sorondirolo ako be munun kekende balti gambia la sojar bundabe nun jikirim bake wollela nyin kama la doko aka defa mea ko jakale wala nyinde ko natara woliye dabulata kudeta dadaro aka de mamira kudeta wa kala fendi me yalon ko akudeta nyimbe fola bari londo la karo ani wana ya sojar ya kono ako nyim molu wolu nyonte kere nun gambia la sojar bunda nyindo atendenda fanan ka 50 roke akode wato men be mutari wodin kra nyindo aka je kode mo kana me alon ko wolen Peter Singate akana je wati ni wati ako Peter Singate sinya men fon keje atata la fon fo sinya nani nyo Peter kana ke jube wodin kra nyindo ako sojar do me alon ko wolen jere ba bojandi ako ka afade fon en ko dabo sima ako wo men fa wolen nyinde kode Peter Singate kana nyin dinkrato dame mu alla soron dulade bari wado wadi do nanata anim men kana wala nyinde ko ka sapunye ko biwo ka alingata dabo bimba labannale bimba aturubannale bari nata da futata je drong o ko nyin ka bay ako dalilo kama walantina jereba bojan ka kumandi dabo simala atendenda fanan kaytandi ko de kool men yalon ko wollel be laring wati nene sotora ako fen sotoda mi yalon ko de sobi nyolo dun tanin Peter Singate tema nyamen ako wati sotota e ko nyanda safaro kala ali halo la mi yalon ko wole be kala sojar kunda la molde surtout men yalon ko be sabatiring dinkrato da men manke la militaire campagne ako pour kaje ko wo molsi fen sotono même transport allowance ti ko do membe kere la pour ka tani national ndi wo sojarole ako tumalemu e to la training school la karola anada saferoke baratele munun kla ko nyinde ako saferoke moltolla menu yalon ko wolle nyanda o muna fon sotola ako kola Peter Singate natana we men fo wolle nyinde ko e to la second infantry battalion pour esi saferoke wo molla anim fana menu be training school bari nada itandi ata Peter Singate la ko ata blay dabo training school ta ayo safele fire di ako wo kuma kan nyin Peter nata kata jakandi wala ay mentandala wala nyinde ko ndella na boss mi yalon ko wala colonel Salikuti an womnu najira nolti mum molti mi yalon ko nganyinin kale ay kuma kan wol dinna men kata sartoti tamata menna bari na do ko be landirin wala nyama ko ninna boss fe ngofere ni nyanta kala ngatele kala mutandi anu nay oda men di drong ngatamani wala ako wonara ke fendi mi yalon ko Peter ngata manda woto atata mokmane memu RSM janti pour ka anuwa fay ñokang atenden data Ablaye Dabo ako anata kuwol 5 kan RSM jaye kaytandala ko de al halo tamata nyame wala nyinti ko colonel Saliku me alon ko wala mala bosti way itandro kala ko training school kono so jarol men yan ko nyanda ke munafang ni wotanin na da panso nyim bundala memo transport allowance ti ako pour nge toluta ke safe ke kiya anu ngo tale ngata mandi ako kono lemu RSM jeng nada adababu kunko timpa akay ko well done wolem ko yakata bake yakuru kata lakan atendenda fananka 50 roke ko wala mi yalon ko ako atenin pidas ngada tema so botarte da mal tema jede ako so be batarte tema ako kabri wokeda afanan ke ku bake pidas ngada to bayring mo fulolu e tarta nyoy wala nyama atendenda fanan kaytande ko de atem menjeje wala nyinte ko de ako Abdou Ba amu molde me alon ko a fanan benu mol kono menu mo muta molti nun sojarolu yemen samba mile 2 atendenda kaytande ko de ako brief futandi mile 2 security wing number 2 ako yes samba wolto ako nata mol traje me alon ko wala pasala janji ani mo jamalu men yalon ko wala munu sojar nyaaron ka jamalde men boko chongan nyolo ani keba sise nyolo men boda NSS atendenda fanan kaytande ko o watola presin me alon ko wala Gambia la banta jahanna boti ka faje mile 2 jemu al halalti me alon ko a domor mambeta ladula moto fola ako ne domoro jube domor sifa sababije so manda kamuni munu wona fe barita fonola o tabita ni munu fen sifa la ako fanan tilibulo e kamani mano la fe nan wo man kino niyo fanan jubala al halo jaw yarim bake ako suto wal tambita bela bare ka futu sifa men na fe e tolu be kalaf menna wala ma ceremati pour kana sore dila ako cero ni adila e ka wala muta ya ko sena pour ka nolu bonni je o ko la e ka kerolta ya so wase ke fende me alon ko mina do monola atendenda fanan kaytande ko de security win number 4 inata bondi wo dinkira nyinto ka bondi dulato dami alon ko wolem security seloti me alon ko wolem number 40 ako ya bondi je ka soundi dinkira to dami alon ko wolem number 70 ako kabra futata o dula nyinto ako wati sotota nun ke basi se me alon ko atemun NSS Gambia law kulloto fannala do kulalu atele mu wala nyato kodi ako sasata nun ako kono nada kakachake nyim presin officer pour kaje ko se silo ele nyamen pour mosi kartara o mako kan ala selo kono ako tuma nin suwo kuda e kada bondal selo kono akada ke wasi se mako nim fano keda asina ta pour kaje ko wala fengol men nyanda kaku asewol ku anim fanan kada banda findo kake keran mena kata o fay katawo ta kawbong anin ka ko esene aka murundi nan o kola len e kana samba ala selo nyin kono pour ka murundi je kabo keba sise fe kide fatarin atendenda fanan kaytandi ko de lundo ay tare ko do soto akoy nada soranso do na fe ay bari wolbe envelope wol kono ako soranso ndung e même faye kuma kan to wala nyindi ko o botanan jansar fennem même botanan red cross kafo bulu même Gambia la bandam bil wulen kafo nyindi ako yewoy tandala nun ko red cross kafo nyin même bandam bil wulen kafo di wollel yewo soranso lu même lemunol nyindi wollel nada pour ko dila ako envelope kono kabira o soranso nyim bondi aya commencé ka domo ako bari jannabe pare la drong ako kono dimi jarante o nyapita kan ako tumalem nada makoy samsar nada ka fendiala mi yalon ko wolemu bidon 5 litati ako ay wala min millala ay attendenda coming fola banga mina 5 liter bidon banna ako kola anara fono taki kabra fono nyi hela kaka damen to dron ako wala nata fishandi roke baring atara ko yara fa wosoran so nyin ako a poisin talde ako mojumale a posine ato to nya fono la bar fenne malon ka posin tale ako baring kabrin no sol nata ya jube kadala ko nyin kiskisi nata ko yara fa nole keda fende mi alon ko ateni wala selta nyokan o sorance wala karola ndenda fanan kaytande ko de match karo 1996 wala keda watoti ako wato lem yate bula kaso nyingto mi alon ko wala mu mile tuti atendenda fanan kaytande ko de dinkra nying birabe je mem mu mile tuti gambia la banta jahannabo ako anara kiskisir jama soto ay safero ken kuma kan dolla me yalon ko abotanin NSS wala mu wakullo Sol Gambia National Army ila military agents wala fanani ya nyininka pour ka ko kiskisi ako siadil fanan mi alon ko wala mu criminal investigation department damen do marta kata to ko nin ala fera dabaro landidula ala ko kiskisola ako be kada fende mi alon ko kabrabe selo nyin kono ako ay sedar kolta nyin karon jabirolu atambitani wo mol tema atendenda fanan kayitande ko de kabo karnan kada karlulu foloto ako ami komanda me yalon ko wolem babukar jatati ako ye kumandi dinkrado da me yalon ko wolem fajara baraksti pour kada babukar jata nyati lonla ako barka brifu da do ako babukar jata ko je mune dabo sijang bari nga kuma kam men soto kibaro la karola memboda deputy public prosecutor bulu memo DPP di ayitandro ke kode dabo man kuke me yayitandi ko sedar fembe soto la men si ala muto nyin sababu no anu ayo itandila ako otumale na dara samba etara bulandila minivano nyin kono ako asita odulalto pour ka batundro ke alay moño to malla men yalon ko ya foko e minya wol charge lale ako Babukar Jara men fo angale kanoto wala ende ko Dabo had no case to answer ako atarta siri wodulal abe baton do nyin kekan ako wokola ka bring bota wodulato nata murundi seloto memo Gambia la banta jahannabode ka fo dame mile 2 ako karnane kada lulu nyatonto ako tumalen nata akumandi kay ko manta ben Dabo ako kabri yo fay tumala menna kay ko biwode bela dimba nyin jelale ako kabri yo fay mom yalon ko wol nata kan wala kata captain Fresa Jufti ako yo kuma kawalta aya faye ako bare kabri tata futata o dinkrato dami anko wala mala office birabe siring ako telefono nata kuma ako kabrin telefono kuma da wo telefono kumo kola ako captain Fresa Diouf anata ka nyati lingala ako aba jasa to jube kan montro minute lulu konto nyongala ako man fem fono ako kola le okay ko he katude ye kuma kan dinnale conseil murundi kata mile 2 ako ebe silo kan anata o moy obe diamu kam moy kaytandila ko telefono to kode dabola blay dabola ala ko mo kanan dabulandi je ndabota be bi ndabota je sama ako ko momi yalon ko altafawta kama alafta falal ma fano alafta purka fere jawol kala karola purka tora alman ku kenwala anu yaitande ko momi yalon ko CDR femman sotono mensi toro nyin tinna puru wose kenwala koto altolu be loring hanu sain wo mo mari noma alba bayndi kan suda ako ayatandi la kode ndati je bi ndati je sawa ako weyo kuma kan nyinda ka foe atendenda wala nyama kaytandi kode momi yalon ko wala private Ablay Bojang ako nata dinkrato dami alon ko wato ateni chongan to lebe damo play kanu kabribo damo nyinna ako nata nan woka ko nanan kabira nata tumala menna wa nyinin ka fo ebe sula la fenna bang membe selo kono aga ko hanide ntabe tembo mendo fe oferendim boto mpata belale ako wotu mala nata ta dinkrato dami alon ko wala mu mola official wato membe nyaton kala memu David Quality ako kabri futata oto ako David Collier tandro kala ko de atem molti mi alon ko ye letaro le soto mem botanan ami la kunda bato mem ami headquarters ti pour kay tandro ke ko ate nyanta ka bulale ako o dalilo nyin kamala ata fanan nada findi bunda bala memu Gambia law banta jahanna bode memu mal tu nyinti pour kada lo manasilo kan akabe lori wolto ako alala manta bengo moto folo mi alan ko wala kundo nan pour kada banjul ma fonla ako tata ka asana malde alo sana ma nyin ako bar wol fon ni moto tambita lale montro meter jama nyaato drong o ko lay nada murnan koma ako kabri nada ya nyinin kay kada minto wotuma ko pour ya dema kada army headquarters le ako kabra futa daw army headquarters ako atata je bar wato la samsar lebe nyun nyaton ke alo dinkra nyinto ako anata nyin karo kala ko de ko yende bulale bar waketa no al halo nyaadile bar intela mo kilimman kala mutandi pour nante bendu no nyamenna sante woma kafoko embula ako ya tandala ko ha ko keta wala nyama ako momi yalon ko wala fana munun Chief Clarkoti ka fa W02 Abdou Jak akode o mu molti mi alon ko birata ta waya ay tan dro ke wala kode adam molti mi alon ko aba jakalla la kola bar woketa nyaadi ako na ra kalam ndro kala kode isita ye fonyonding ni o fonyonding nyinke tilifula o ko la si report dulato da mi alon ko wala mu ila do ko dula nyindi atendenda fanan kaytande kode kabirata ta barak so nyinto ako RSM Paul Gomez mi alon ko jama ka fa ne papu ako ya fa ko de kuma ka men dinna wolem nyinde ko pour no mbetembo mendo ke bay sojar yala wala keda kalmodo mi alan ko wala dinna ako afanan tendenda wala nyama kabrata ra suo kono ay safero ke ning kalamiro ke kula me yalon ko wala be dending nin nyinin karola bulola pour ka jeko kabri wato men na be so yamuta abe sorondi mail tu anene me muna fam fenna mi alon ko anin karfa jobe mununa pour ko safero nyinke ka samba ami komanda ya pour wo kayto nyin sa signe no nyamen alo nyanto mi alon ko wala mo ala do ko sara jodi pour shawdi no ala mi alon ko wala karfa la karola di ko kabra nyin kayto ta kensu nyokan safero nyin na karola anata kayto nyin samba moma mi alon ko wala be nun ami headquarters nyaton kayala mu sam sarti ako waya fa ko bonkoto ndemanda hin kayto signela ako sam sari ko nyin kayto mu kaytele mi alon ko ntela nyantolem anunna nyanto mu fennede mi alon ko moma nyannam ballala ako e nyola das dala sabaro soto kuma kan wala karola ako fa woka ko kane singolo jang koteke ako afanan ko ni ala ye niesiama arabalungo mbe murla nan janne fon kendo fon furo fo be munekela na ni lafte tan sorom mail tu ako o saputa ko ni nada jambe sambala ngate sorom mail tu aka ko nient samba mail tu bare ndefon ni de bebe ngele anu ni ala sonda niente samba je fana nene minale ben taraje ako keda kuma kawnde mi alon ko afana yo jabi wala ana saputa nyoe ay mentanda la wala nyinte ko nin niebe balwoto ara balungo iben jiala janne ako atendenda o kuma kawnyin kabira yo fay tumala menna anata say sukono ako bara bije talata lungo menke da tenewala fani kewti ako anara kibaro soto ko samsarde molem mi alon ko ala makamo nyin ya bayjele ako kabra yo kuma kaw nyim moy wonara ke fendi me alon ko arbalunga la dron somonda juno ako anara nyinin karoke ala tara dinkra nyina memu sam sarti ala sabati dula aka fanan tata je ako a jamfan ninta ala korda ala dron atara lori nja babaru kan ako kabri wo findi tan ala korda kono dron memu sam sarti aka fane saludo buntang aka ko yes sir permission sir ako kabri wo fae aka ko etedum inata pour kan chokos kanjele bang etedu inata kan hadani le fomu neketa aka ko hanide sha yalo nga fo ne ko arabo ta bayla anun ta bla daw fananta bayla o dalilo kamala nada le pour kan kayto dile sa signé ako samsar ya fa wala nyama ko ya te bay place o nyindole ako wato a kontanto anada tenden kada dinkrado damemo ami headquarters ti banjul sate o nyin kono atendenda kaytande ko de brafu dada army headquarters ako wato la momen be maralinje nyadon ka makamo kabango be menna wala mu ko ndur tamti ako ka brafu dada je rong o ka ko na jaran kandi na aka ko kana fem fo jande hani diamu kessa kilen kana fo hani toto kana ke jande aka baring ebe nun janne e wolungo idiamu dam moye jang ina nyo saboke yo bayi sa wodo bi kana fem fo ako data wala nyama drong wala kaytol be nyamo ro sinye we kaytol ta ka adiala am atata wala nyama dinkraro dame mula kodola topotoro fanna bunda e ka dame ko finance pour kaje ko alo fengol me yalon ko wala be karfal la karola pour sew murundi no ama nyamen atendenda fanan kaytandro ke kode ako abeje wati nara soto yella hido diala nunde pour ase murdo kudlaro ako kabira tare nara itandala ko ese murnan sama ako kabira nara kayto men diala wokeda kaytite mialon ko kayto bala membe safarinje wala mu ya bay sojar ya makamo nyintole ako du kayto nyin ko section 85 mialon ko sojarolu la landi sartolo mem wala armed forces act 2000 sawning yaytandro ke kode yata baywo sojar ya makamo nyintole anu ila dalilo nyin ya tukuni menna wala keda wo section 85 ti atendenda fanan kaytande kode January karo 1995 ako kabirin tumala menna ebe ila damol ke kanung o prison officer do nata kabiri wo futata na wodin kra nyinto wato la ako ne prison o nyinjube number 4 number 5 number 6 and 7 ako be nyaabe tilindin damena momorondi mbadunna na presino kono inyake mari nyol jele ako dalilo kamala o nyala harjero sata roto ako sana sabali sadibo hydra nata wolje sojar kafu baka dango ebe kenkenkan ke na fena o mile to presino nyin kono ako dum wol kono mol men yanko watini wadi kanaje anu no mol nata drong mini danda nyato ka wuro le moy wayndam ba nyol be kumala ako keda molde men yalonko Edward Singate anin Alaji Martin ako wolde wateni wade kana jele anu ni nara wado wade al halol ka falim bake surtout security win number 1 dami alon ko sana sabal ning sadi wydra ebe mabori woldo ako folun killing mo nara nang ka wosi rodi ka bo sana sabal bulu anim fanan sadibo hydra ako sana sabali kibaro men diala wala mo purukata mokan memo Mr. Keba Siseti atele munu NSS la nyaton kotinun o wato Gambia la o kulloto bunda nyina bilunga ka fame ko intelligence so tendenda fanan kaytande ko de wokke ba sise ako sana sabal la kulyo e ka tele dapan so beke amurta ko de ka fana tele sana sabal karandi amurta fana atele keta sababode pour sana sabali asake mode mi alon ko isatano o sojar ya makamo nyindo mi yalon ko wole nara ke sababode fade o dampa ware o nyum commencer tendenda fanan kaytande ko de pasala jagne o fanan keda mode mi yalon ko ay ku kende bakata wolke men yalon ko wol mu fendi me yalon ko akumata bake bari ni jubero keje kaje ko mom yalon ko wolen sana sabal famati wo kada teri bati anun kamani bodo kare wo kare ko sika kafutan dama pour da pansol ko be sona ala nyamen o fana lota woyola tendenda fanan kaytande ko de ako momi yalon ko wala keda keba sisede anada itan roke ko de yam fadala nim pasala jagne ako bari sadi wahidra wala sambalaro mi yalon kay wosio di pour chongan se yam fama memu no deputy IG for operations Ibrahima Chongan ako Chongan ye men tandi wala nyinde ko ako sadi wahidra de tonya na tara karamo ya o mto nyalti ite ko mi yalon ko wala lante kan ite kada sababoti me yalon ko ngeta karandi ne karando kola ina raka sababoti yandundi yambulandi doya bakono kanna makamor ka jindi kan samba kadan soron dinkrado dami yalon ko wala nyimmael tuti tonya ako nara karamo danko laaje ka tandala ko nin karamo am tonyalti nyimmael tu selo kono ite ba fala wolto dak akodu wokeda fende me alon ko wolu lala wol keda kode men tamata chongan ning sadi hydra tema atendenda ka 50 roke ka tande ko de match karotil tan sabanin kilo 1996 sango kono ako enada kuma kan diala me yalon ko wala keda nyinde ko atemu mode me yalon ko man sulala gambia la sojar kunda nyindo atendenda ka tande ko de me yalon ko wala keda kaitoti ami komanda e men signé akeda april karotil tanin saba 2000 sango nyin kono wo kaito nyin wo men tandije wala nyinde ko atemu molti me yalon ko ya baywo sojar ya makamo nyin konole ako kartani woro atarta nun soronding gambia lo banta jahanna woro dami alto wala mail tuti tendenda fanan ka 50 roke ko kul men yalon ko wala kana man torode ate menu taki ko le ala karola brabo da maltu ako atra bama wato wo fon keda modi me yalon ko ala moya lafta ka dunyu nyoto le fan modol fan be men mu signoldi foli amra ko fa bama nya lafta ka male atendenda fanan ka tan ko de ako ay kul menu taki brabo da maltu ate fe wol kul men yalon ko ay taki maltu kola ako wala kola bata maltu fondi ako bayra da molti me yalon ko kafudanu 1996 UDP la security la karola tankandro bundaro ako kabiri wakarte foyo nyimbodala memu president karte foyoti ako anata ke sirantioti UDP la karola ila sato to dame mu jara pakali badi atende na fanan kaita ni kode wo korda nyin kono ako alkalo o mu molti mi anko akoto malem ako chefo fanan o fanan mu akoto maldi ako bar alkalo de wolota kaita ndala ko ibe tembo mendo imandra TRRC kelekan ebentelal makamo kelekan ako alkalo fay ka fay ko ni mi da bonni nyin APR nyin UDP koto wallahi te kayro to bonna atende na fanan kaytande ko sefo fanan wona da kuma kan sifa le fay kaytandala ko de ate sefo bayring abe tembo mento ate adoma matete ning ama da bonni nyi UDP kokono aba fanjela kata kono mi alon ko ata bonni no la fankan ako e kol ko landa bulu bake bari ni mo dawta wula e ka sule waling ni su kono man tenkun drong on fenede mi alon ko way kolu hatanda bulle atende nda kaytande ko de ibe wala nyama ako 2007 parliamentary election o nyin modol ya fonum fang ko fo atelbe lafla pour kallo ako bari monara memu ke koy bajoti waytande ko de abe lafla pour kallo carte fo la député a nyino jatil bola o carte fo tundo nyin kan memu jara is consequence de ako ke koy bajo natal nomination to bodo wala nyama ako bari kabri nomination o botala abe abo bokan nam bureng ka kungolo nam pakali ba ako anara molde wulo kono men yal ko kiditiol long ako kiditiol kay ko yo ifa ko lata nyonyam bar bibe falale kayta ndala ko de ite molti mi alon ko me bate delen nale bar mbulo bu kale kan banin ala sonda ni amoy ba 50 na kodeke ngoy be baloren ne ako kono anara mo kan shute kabra o kan shute anara kumanda tola ako wadole wonara ilanyin fang fam ma bondir langolu me yalon ko ka foko masko wo yalo ta ka bondi ako nata lo kayta ndala ko de pour dukare ye fero beke ye da bondi ni UDP koto woske fendi me yalon ko abe kayra wulule bari mbe tembo men do sainteng delingol me yalon ko ka le kama akanda kela kala filo sababodi ako wo moño do bije fang wo kay hani ni amoy ba fula da bondi je bile mala lulla bondi bimba falale ako nyo sabo soto en fulotema nyin don nada fa ko ndebe wo shi layne anu lara ko nadiamo ata bola nyoto ako kabrentu mala men na setana suwo kono wato lem atata abama kacha nyoya ka 50 ro kala kolla me yalon ko wala ketala wo wulo kono anu wakiditiel tema ako wato la abama nada fa ko muna UDP bi lungola patile me anga olorin Gambia anu nin siman jatkende awe kering patile membe tentenna oto nimbi botaje nyato sining inene simurno jele ako dalilo kamala afanan nara ta kamo kumandi nyalon ko wole mo fabu sisete o fanan bote la pakali bale bar wato wole benun APRC la sidanti yala karola ma fon la je memo pakali ba nyindi jara tilbo jara is district atendenda fanan kaytande ko de ako fabu ye ko mune lonnum pati jumaldo ako ka ko UDP aka ko biti lola nkafudal mabbi nkafudal ma APRC ako barek birwo botala fabu manna law kuma kan wala ye men kata telephone wal karola ako fabu nadata pour ka ñinin karo ke gamtel ko momen nata telefono la jang fo ate Ablaye Dabo le mbang ako ya ato nyande ko ha Ablaye Dabo de anata nun janne ay telefono kele ako ko la fabu nata la modol ken su nyokan inata ta la ela suo kono ako kabri futata je wato atala bungo nyin saloto ako lo ya Dabo natal bakata be dendinje ako bar fabu nala mol bri futata yo natalo je ko ayo jindile o natalo mantra sakirin santo ako nara ke sedo de kaytan ni ko de tonya Ablaye Dabo de sa kafuta APRC male jatili bola o carte fay tundo nyina ako atendenta wala nyama puruka adake fasa roto anen demaro APRC parti la karola ako bari niya jube atakeda mode mi alonko ay kiamani ya soto another fanan district mobilizer deputy assistant secretary wol bem fenede mi alonko ako adabula taw makamol tamandro tole wo watola atenden na fanan kaytandi ko de 2008 kabren tumala menna carte fayo mina mi alonko wala mu mansa kundari ngol carte fayodi ka me ko ward election ako wotole mu ataketa moti mi alonko ay application o safe ako kabra lo application o nyin safe abije anara moje mi alonko wala keda samba gande de wo samba kande wonara anara o nyininka pour ka fay ko fo ata samba kande abela fila bang pour ka makamo nyini memo kanslo yati ako samba kande na raita ndala ko abe sula lale pour ka makamo nyin ka nyini ako na fo samba kande se saferoke ako kabiro saferoke akay ko samba fabu sisea ako bar kabrin samba kande o application o nyin samba atata ayadi fabu sisela ako fabu kay hanide ndole mo tombonne fom pareta ndol malaf ka modo londi lafsa ka Ablaye Dabo londi ako bar samba kande kay ko Ablaye Dabo keda modi mi alon ko ako ngagnin safe pour ka ana fe nanjang ako kabiri wo kuwolu lata wo nyama ako ata fanan nada menje wala nyinte ko de ako anada ko fam mume o bele busi politiko la karola ako wato len ata nada kabirin samba kande nada kanye wo tombondiro nyinto men kata kansula makamoti pakali ba ward wala wo tarambulo mi alon ko satewul menno yalon ye kafunyoma wo carte fay tundo nyina memo jara is consequence ako jeto dron atanara du wulala wala nyama Dabo ni politiko kuoto ako hani bitilo nade moje ba kurupurin dron men siara mo fulati dron ataka rasobirine ako ban ko ko sinake politiko la katati ako ada Ablaye Dabo amalla fi wonen sama la balwoto kotege ako ada dabe bon politiko kuoto ako ay jara mume o tafu wala nyama anara ke mo me anko awudaita ako akatara kombole wara tara kasa masi wol ma fonla surtout dinkral men anko wolen ka fundindi ako no ata molti me alon ko mo jama ya long dol ka fa ko mo jama ya long menna wolen katala bale madi ako ni bo fon inshallah wolen rabaraba lale madi ay wakmota ka 5 ans atendenda kaytande ko de abuke ban do kuro na do ko soto men sa ko do siama drong ataka wa do ko leke na ma songol jaay bule noma na mol de me yalon ko bi dan liberation akola ase bule noma do bi je fang akada nyemutawol bele akawol bele fananke pour kaje drong abe ko do sot la nyaadile pour se al halolu tombani membe balwala karola atendenda wole nyama ka 50 roke ko ala wudayo de abe sababu ta menna wole nyinde ko amalla fi mole bala ku kalama pour mo sita bulandino kata kono ako wala nate jara banko tafu fombe bilu mento ten ako ni na da jube ako ko le men yalon ko wolle lata kan ako bumen fonga yalon ko wala mala bunde ako bara bama kabirin tumala menna atana da wudai abama boda pakali ba wada da buiba wato atela koroma dobeje ala badim dobeje wo jara lola ako bama ta dawro akala bumen fon mala bunde o bum fon nata boy wolto anu han bitilo adam mode me anga ma fan sum bungo sotono anyama atendenda fanan ka jabirol soto mi alon ko wolle boda nyinin ka rol kono mi alon ko wolle boda molbulu memu commissionalty ya nyinin ka dinkirala da mi alon ko wole mu wo bulu ko sol men aya fo ani wo mañalo pour ñino la karola ay tandro ke ku je ko de ako commissioner sise memu chairman ode akay ko de ñing bulu ko sol menun keke o be mu mañalete mi alon ko fantanko la bunda bay ñinol katarana kanne do bi je fang momi yalon ko wole mu bombarder ala fama modolu kafa dubal lesi akay ko de dobije nyinol nada nke to lambirola ngafo dolmu fulambirol ledi dolmu jolambirol ledi ngo sifa lel kenunje akodun atalaw ma kan fan lundo bije chongan nyolu kayta ndala ko ake torale wonara ke fendi mi alon ko ako o wato la de nyinolu ako ni bol kontila ako jama baka don la nyina burtuto ako bayra atala bunda o be linne so bunda ton nan tatala o selo la o dinkra nyina ako dalilo kamala wala nyino la dunnin finto asonate bulu bakel ani kana kido fata bayra ta kaje ko wol ma signol ledi atendenda fanan ka kol sainkan me yalon ko wollelu be dending nim fannala atabe la fila pour molse men soto kibaro la karola Gambia banko kan akode Gambia adabe yamaro men dila banko molla wala nyinto ko esaje ko nyin kudeta mi yalon ko sotota July 22nd kabrin wo falindro nyinkeda ako ya jamenata menke wala nyinto ko ka fadam fanso dundi da maltema ako bare modol beje surtout men be sandam fannala wal katara modol tumi kan men an ko e buluman dun kuto e man fe on ferendin tama nen charte wala nyo wali nyo ako bare ya jamenata ke mori alon ko akaw sifale ke modol suku dol kama pour wali ke wol toti nyaladi kawla mankudol jawyandi wonara ke kasara badi akode ataba fula ko be mbali amen sur la soja rol tema akurkurta wal nyama anara ka 50 ke kode ala yamaroto abela fula men na wolem nyinte ko politician wolu se da bondi tanko bundal karola memo security la kuoldi ako bari ne security jube ma sibo mi anko Gambia bulata kono sanji mwanne fula ako politician wolu wala keda numolti fara felalu itolle dimba nyimuta itatala ko nyi wajabindi kan wal nara mantoro sabu Gambia banko kanjang tendenda fanan kaytande ko de security la fannala falindiro nyanda kala jele falindir saharingo ako ni ajube Gambia la security bundalla ako falindiro nyanda sot lajje falindiro me anko avec la falindir saharingo de ako bare mol men yalon ko wollel tamata kanyin correspond en tilimbaliani matania ko ke molla pour kawol bulaje wonyama wolle trawo nyama anum bitiro walla dunya we shukurline itol men yalon ko itol bulata toro kono ibe kole akono han saing ako fendi me yalon ko abela la commission se oke recommendation ode pour mansa kunda feler ke o fanna nyinna ako bayring modol beje fang men yalon ko e barata kuola kuol men yalon ko o manna mo kumpa 50 roka ke ako fang be misalo di la mola me alon ko fon badi nom mem alaji kanti wato ndal ka fay mo fa kanyi ako bilti lola wala kada modi me alon ko commandant tundo mume o atebe maraling wo immigration bundanyina ako mo sifalu ni wolbe nyaton kayala anu atara ko la kebarol keda al hal sifa nyama ako Gambia banko an saying ako mol man kanade ako ade fe ni mol ba fala ko falindro sototale aka ba fala ko tola karola man sa kundal wala falinda ako bar kol menu beje mol la karola makamol nim plasolu akade haje ko hansa sifa kiloldi akodum woy mu fendi mi alan ko a jarta hakil tuwalale atendenda fanan ata Ablaye Dabo kaytandro ke kode abe yamaro dila pour Gambia banko dingolu ida malsi nyobunta ngania kilon kono ako molsi fata fenna memu si politiko la karolade ako bari ni ajube patio dolbe lori Gambia jang ni wala al haloje e kalone tonya si fasa lebe kering anu kule mi alonko amanta kambe on sabani ndila banko dingol damal tema anu pour kan tankandi ngamem fa nena kana soto koreke angalel ka me never again ako pour ko soto no fonse falindroke na daji kolla ako bari ni dara UDP jube abunga ba tankonon do nim feng wo ben mandin kollede ako ni dara dula jube dam yalan ko len GDC o fanan tankonon do nim feng o be mu fulollede ako ni dara patio jube memu APRC o fanan tankonon do nim feng o be mu jolalede ako walanna nim men koko si politiko de Gambia jang ako e mari be nene kumo fokande atendenda kaytandi ko mol nyanda kallo dulake pour ka je ko banku di ya fasa wala kumayata kabbe bakilin fakilin nyoya ka sabatin dinda maltema ka fata ko kurundina membe fadam fansiro na felanan siel la karola ako Gambia mu dulalti dami alon ka lonta kayrola karola anu Gambia fanan wo kayra kilingo be ala danela fo sitendenno ako bare ata kenola molbe sotoro ke la kula mi alon ko me hamere wala natara daji kol man falin ako bare daji kol la falin wala karola on fenete mi alon ko man sakunda nyanda jubero kelal ka falindroke ale halo be nyama tanko bunda menu bo yalonko wolem police wolti kada sojar bundal to anim fanan gambia la SIS memu kulloto doku dinkrañing mi yalonko bankola kullo anala tanko nyim bunda e katra wolto cross kan e kamme SIS ako falindro nyanda sodla belto kaje ko molmen yalonko de e mari nyolu e yin banko kanu ani nyim banko la dinkendo lemude kaje ko woleke moti men yalonko e be tamandro kela e banko la tankoro bunda bar menu yalonko wolu e be tembo mento e balo be mu tampol lede nyin kamala ke barol men yalonko yekenu wolmu ke bara jawol leldi womu mollede men yalonko e nyanda fero kelale man sakunda je ko wolu kana tarama kamolto surtout sitara nyaton kayal ke kan gambia banko kanjang ako bare modol men yalonko e wollel bulata wo torol kono wolte lanno sodno la man sakunda la karola ako ni ajube bi lungola nyimmol kam moto nyimmal borindi e be la kam bunkendol kono ni tare tol do la sabati dula jube e mari balo kafale ako dalilo kamala abe yamar lo dila commission la pour se recommendation olta ako bari ate kuma kangol dannola fasi tentroni jairo ke mola mi alonko wala ketanu ablay bojandi ate munum prison officer de ako ala ke bara kendo ako mola mi alonko ya fo fang ko ani ya jambe dentale bar hanwo do atela daji ko abemu arjana tama serode bari mola mi alonko hinante ba mola mi alonko de mar jama ke tolla kabirin tumala menna be gambia law banta jahannabo kono dame mum mal tude ako do fo atala microphone o nyin landila fasi commission kala mutandi ablay bojan nawo ke bara kendola amanyu fasa roke badi yala bara meita ni jerro wala nyindi ko ku kendo mi yalon ko anyanta wala tamandila banku diya kama bara aje ko mo bemu molti gambia banko kan ala baraka bake badi ngolo wala keda sedi ar kuma kan wolti membo dam mo bulu memo Ablay Daboti ate comme fonu nyamenna ala kacala folodla ko awuluta jara pakali bale masa konkola commandant banko memu Lower River division tinung sai ka foje Lower River region jara East district ala baraka ay Africa television wala fannala Lamin AFFS Dabo nyaton to drom be tenten nalie nim fonyon nim botala mom yalon ko wala mina se diara ko dila jaman labon la karola nga hameko avec la Skype call ledi comme kulung ngatango domandin sotota no nyamen bilunga la Skype call be tentenna ala baraka nin ko lata nyawnyang albe bola kalama Lamin AFFS Dabo alaman sola kairala wassalam.
Fear over electoral rigging rocks Zimbabwe as the country.
Yesterday, after listening to Prime Minister May's assessment of the state of the negotiations,